Don't engage, bro.
He absolutely
That's how I knew.
Don't engage, bro. Don't engage, bro.
He sounds like he might be like a mixed person.
Honestly, he did
or
not. She took that and she
he's
ran with
either-
it. Venus took it and ran with it, and she tried to play victim.
Wait,
and
hold
say,
on,
oh,
hold
you
on,
would
hold on,
threaten
hold on.
to do that to a woman.
He literally
That's
said, "I
just
would slice your
classic.
throat if I could." What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about? Are you slow?
would if he could. That's not a threat. That's not a threat.
So I can't do like. Are you Canadian or something? Like you
I'm
different,
being
right?
completely honest. You see, you always want to poison the well.
I don't really understand you.
Anyone who's intelligent or
no, you're not, because you heard him
can't...
verbatim and you're saying something else.
Yeah,
so this is not intelligence at all. CC, can you stop?
Again, right? You're talking to people who do not understand per capita.
We don't understand men who want to slice women's throats. I'm gonna keep saying it because the men were okay with you saying it. They condone it.
I'm not
condone men slicing women's throats over here. They condone threatening to slice women's throats over here. These black men up here. Look at them.
You see how you're weaponizing it? You see how you're
weaponizing
it?
Right now. That is what he said. Press, stop gaslighting and boldly lying. He directly
How is that gaslighting? I'm trying to explain.
You didn't even say it, so why are you explaining anything?
You're trying to
Wait, you didn't even say it. Why are you explaining
anything?
anything?
He told a woman on a lie.
How about be quiet?
What if he told a man? Would it be,
no,
would it be
how about
less
you mind your business? Because you didn't even say it. But you
I have
up
a
here sucking
question.
dick trying to explain.
I said
I have a question.
Why are you sucking dick trying to explain for another man?
If he told it man, would it be
take his dick out of your mouth and mind your business.
Oh, here we go now.
Here we go.
Yeah, you're a hoe. Yes, you are. Stop cyber sucking cock. Stop.
What about talking about
I said JP as well.
Oh, now you're
you did say it. You said you would slice me and JP throat, right? That's what you said. But this man up here lying, saying you didn't say it. See why you should mind your business?
No, because I didn't threaten to do it.
You don't understand
threaten to do it. I said in a perfect world, people like you and JP would have your throat slit.
And you said you would do it.
He doesn't understand.
You said you would do it.
That's not a threat.
This is wild.
It's not a threat.
This is.
You literally said the word "I would" if I could.
This is 100% wild.
I never said I want.
We know you're a coward, and people like Jay Prince been beating your ass your whole life, and that's why you said it. You know, a man like him is scared the hell out of you in real life.
Room, good evening. I'm on CT's stream. Somebody gave him $50 to drop me for. Oh wait, hang on. There's echoes.
I thought this was a cameo for me. No, my bad. Thank you for the.
Somebody gave CT $50 to drop me for, I guess, 50 minutes. So we're kind of there now. I'm gonna practice these songs that I have for the church band after I get everything situated with the stream. I wasn't even planning on going live tonight. I'm actually still up from yesterday.
Give me one second.
This is super weird.
Better not be no paragraph. I just woke up.
No, not at all.
I was trying to get away from this and get my sleep schedule back on track, but you know. Oh man, it's so bad. Unique prepping in the house. How you doing, sexy bitch?
Hey, calm down, little one. They hearing you on live stream.
No.
Oh no, they. Oh wait, I don't think I can be live on Twitch with these nerds.
He good. No, it wasn't like that at all. At first,
they alternate into the hard R. I don't keep the VODs though, so I mean probably good. I'm not sure. I disavow everything they say.
I did they were there. I was just asking because you said they were there last night. I had no idea.
I'm a participant on somebody else's show for all of the hard R stuff.
All right, thank you Juan for the $3 cash app. Victimhood equals entertainment. I agree, buddy. You give me the floor, because if you are, I'm about to piss a few people off. If you are. Gentlemen, I don't see why y'all are even upset about what she said. Seriously. Isn't this a landmark in history right about now when it comes to black men? Aren't we gaining more than we ever have in the history of the United States of America. Isn't that true at this point?
Shout out to Donald
So
Trump.
when
Shout out to
so
America.
when they say we are not building, that means they are not getting the wealth from us that they are used to getting. They're not getting to it. You're not building with them. That's defeat that I hear, gentlemen. And this is coming from the ugliest man that has ever been on the panel, brother. Keep your head up, buddy. Y'all winning and you don't know. This is despair. This is trying to make you think that you are not winning when you are in the middle of winning. And all I heard was whining from chicks. We don't build. Ma'am, there are 3 movements going on right now, and one of them y'all make fun of on this channel, which is that zombie movement. There's 2 more going on right now where they are building. So
wait, tell me what are the 3 movements? What are they? I never been up here. I don't know. So can you tell me?
One of them told me I'll tell you about Comey's deal, zombie, but I ain't gonna tell you about the other ones because I can lead you there, but I won't tell you about them.
I'm not on the panel right now. It's been a couple hours.
Going on, that's building, and people are sitting here making
Somebody paid to drop
You're
me.
not saying what are they building?
When a lot of the chat was saying, "Oh wait, Grump was making good points." You know, no biggie. It's fine. I'm gonna play bass
Black people come up here and make
while we interact or listen to this, and wait for me to come back for about an hour before I got to go to the actual rehearsal.
I don't drop women. So V, I'm gonna refund you. If you really want her drop, send over $100. But I don't drop women from the panels. I'm sorry, I don't do that. I refunded it to you. All right, but go ahead, Vic. Go ahead, buddy.
You winning, boy. Keep it.
Yeah, you were talking about the zombie movement. Yeah, go ahead.
He's basically building a nation, and he's building it with certain criteria: hair texture, skin color, whether you dabble in or out of other races. That's BS. But okay, we'll run with it. Okay, it sounds funny, but
selective breeding.
Yeah, selective breeding, but it sounds funny, but he's building something. That's an example of a black man building something. And yet, I might not agree with how he does certain things, or he's mapping it out how he's going to do it.
He's too radical.
But
he's too radical. Yeah.
How we?
He's way too radical.
Based upon appearance and not like intelligence, wealth, or it seems very primitive, if you ask me.
But is he doing something? Just because it's not up to your standard doesn't mean that that he's not doing something.
But how does that help upon appearance?
Zach, yes, welcome in. Also, yeah, no, yeah, they're lost. Like somebody paid $50 to drop me for 50 minutes, which I mean, that's a weird thing. But hey, making money for the streamer.
Okay, so can I
CT Caddock Truth. I hang out with him sometimes, and
Wait, can I do that? It's selective breeding. You're not breeding for a promotion of.
I've been welcomed into like it's all black stuff.
It's based upon.
It's just that some of the chat doesn't like me sometimes.
Black people are going to have straight hair, or black people are going to look like this. That's.
I think it's actually no. It's definitely based on intelligence. Look at all the women that are complaining about men. I think it's clearly based on intelligence.
Yeah, so
there's some much more aggressive black panels that I got into, but I'm just gonna play music while we listen to this.
Where black people get together and wait, hold on.
Asking us to go up against government issued tanks.
I listened to your rant. Now I want to clarify what you think I meant by building versus what I meant by it. I'm not talking about having sex with a bunch of people who look like you. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't consider that building. Sorry.
Then F sharp?
That's
Wait,
part of it, but that's
key
not
of
the
D?
totality of it.
Oh,
yeah, that's a great
okay.
step, keeping the wealth in your same community, marrying people that look like you. Yeah, that's great. We'll give them credit for that, but that's not the totality.
Now, don't bring me up. Not yet.
Where's the economic part? Where's the political part? Where's the education? Like,
got about.
What are we doing in those areas?
About a half hour left till I come back on his show.
Like a large group.
I see a lot of bottom tier women that aren't getting any men. So,
but
These men are so unintelligent.
You're acting like there's no reproductive.
Guys, Keste, let's be honest about it, bro. It's a chicken or the egg. How did women get like this? Bro, our ancestors failed us, bro. And like we don't want to chin check our male ancestors for not providing where women didn't have to end up like a lot of these fucking women. Dude, if our ancestors were masters and commanders, bro, you wouldn't have a sexy red. You wouldn't have like these fucking women, man. I'm not saying that prostitution didn't exist thousands of years ago. I'm not saying that. It's one of the oldest tricks in the book.
I don't agree.
But bro, I'm not saying I don't want you to agree.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna step up out of the bunker for just a moment. I'm gonna climb the ladder.
Did not conquer shit, man. And
wish me
like,
luck.
to a degree, I can see why a lot of these women turned out like this. That's just me, bro. And like, I'm not simping.
I'm in the backstage on this one.
No, I don't believe you're simping.
About a half hour.
My angle is that number one, if you talk about Sexy Red is a direct representation of what the black community wants. If Sexy Red's product wouldn't sell, they wouldn't put it on the shelf.
Okay, so you gotta beg the question: the black community do you think it's men or women? And if it's men, then men should.
I don't blame women for any problems in the community. I blame I don't know. Venus is kind of misinterpreting this. I'm not making it sexual, but men and women come together. They mesh together. They're partners, right? So obviously we only live about 80 years, all of us. So this is not a one generational solution. So when I don't know, I can't speak for other men, but when I refer to, mating in this argument, it's because this is a generational fix. You have to teach your children these values in order for your children to promote those values, find like-minded mates, and then further promote those values to further generations. That's how it works. That's how
I mentioned politics, economics, like religion, education, and your response was Sexy Red. You are the exact example of the difference in the difference between black women.
Response?
Did you not just mention Sexy Red in response to me?
Who brought up Sexy Red?
I did.
See, this just proves that your comprehension is very low.
No, it's not.
And you have a very short attention.
Wait, did you just say she's a representation of black culture? Did you just say that?
No, he didn't say that.
Ding
no,
dong,
he,
ding dong.
Oh, you said it chaotic.
No, what I'm saying is that a Sexy Red would not exist if black men were the masters and commanders.
Who mentioned her chaotic? It was him. That's why you said it.
No.
Sexy Red exists because black men are mastering and the masters of black people.
I really want to ask them who Sexy Red is. Wait, I can put it in the back chat. Here.
Would not have a Sexy Red. A responsible black community would not have that bitch existing in our community. That's what I was saying.
So should we kill her?
No,
because no. Let me tell you why.
Okay, let's just pivot.
No, this is why you trying to run shit.
No, that's a good
I'm,
question. That's a good question. You asked a good question. Should we kill her? Of course not, because all of us are not righteous. Let's be honest about it. But the fact of the matter is that she's up front with it. She's up front with the degeneracy. Her degeneracy is a representation of letting things get out of control. We're all out of control, right? But the fact of the matter is that she's out of control because we've allowed her to be out of control. Of course not kill her. I would never do something like that. But dude, she only exists because men like Caste.
Oh no, Rome. Just somebody in the chat paid for me to be dropped for 50 minutes, so I mean, no biggie.
So she only exists.
That person Venus also has the worst feedback ever.
Are the people who put her? Wait, let me finish.
Just everybody echoes off of her.
Extremely low.
Nope.
Very low.
Venus.
Like anytime anybody says anything,
black men.
It echoes out of Venus's shit.
Not monitoring,
sort of shit.
Controlling, and regulating.
The guy kissed Coach. I invited him to my Discord, and also Vic Von Doom.
And that's what I've been saying before I even met Pink. I said a black woman will be on her P's and Q's if black men said, "Hey, bitch, why are you walking out like that?" I'm gonna get my dad. Well, your dad. Stop. Well, your dad should be just like me, bitch. Your dad should check your ass on how you dressing there, you fucking hoe. That's how it should be, bro. Like I'm telling you, like that would end a lot of bullshit.
No, it's black men who listen to that
And
stuff.
those types
and
of black
promote it.
dudes, need to be checked too. I'm not saying that.
Oh wait, CT, I'm still down for like another about a half hour.
All I'm saying
CT,
is
minus the language, I agree with you, right? I largely agree with you. You are correct, right? Black men have let it all slip away. Now, also, we have to ask these questions, right? Because I know these are the parts that no one wants to get into.
what's that?
Let me ask you a question about your grandparents, CT. Were your grandparents married? And,
Yes.
And your grandfather the head of home?
Yes.
Oh, hold on, CT. I'm not attacking you. Calm down.
No,
I'm not attacking you.
I didn't say that you did. I'm agreeing with you, and I'm agreeing with you.
I put the little amp somewhere in here, but I can't. So I'm playing this. I have to go to rehearsal, and I haven't even. I have to go to rehearsal in.
Dude, the pulpit was such a sacred. The pulpit
under an hour.
Black church was so fucking sacred.
And I haven't even heard half these songs.
Like,
so
dude, none of us dare to go.
I'm doing a bad job.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, men lost.
This is the thing.
But go ahead, bro.
Well, so here's the point that I'm making, right?
Sure.
You and I are the same age, CT, which would stand to reason that our grandparents are the same.
At the cross. Here we go.
Right. Obviously not to the exact age, but you get the point.
1918, both of them.
Right. So,
B A or B C sharp D F sharp G.
Not from year to date to death, whatever. But you get the point that I'm making. Right?
Oh wait,
and
B.
We watched our grandfathers and grandmothers be married.
C sharp.
And them be head of homes.
D.
Correct.
F sharp.
Grandfathers be head of homes. Correct.
G. Wait, really? Wait, hang on. What? Oh, it's in D major. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
When you hear this narrative, right, and I'm gonna show you and I'm gonna prove something. When you hear this,
we're gonna get aggressive with it.
Grandma was oppressed. And
no, Rome, I don't sing with my church band. They can't handle that.
And grandpa was cheating.
I don't think it. Wait, I might have offered.
That coming from grandma? Well, did you hear that coming from grandma? And do you hear that coming from black men?
They don't have anybody that actually has my lower register range, but I'm really not all that good of a singer. I just have like I know what I know, and I know what I can do. And I'm really not. I'm not. Rome, calm down, girl. I'm really not all that good at anything, like anything. I just do things, and the world submits to those who just do things.
Did you notice the decline?
It gets weird.
After our grandparents?
Yeah, I did.
You know what? Do you know what else? You know what else followed? You know what else led to that decline and what attributed to that decline?
What's that, bro?
The beggared nigger Martin Luther King. You know who else Martin Luther King was in bed with and loved so much? The anti-black woman, Margaret Sanger. So why is it that black women were doing well and black men were doing well, and as soon as we got all this so-called black this and black that, everything started going downhill?
What makes you think that they were doing well?
And I fully blame Martin Luther King for that, right? I squarely blame it on Martin Luther King,
Can I say
black
something? I'm
man.
gonna take 20 seconds. I'm gonna take 20 seconds.
Right? I fully blame it on a black man. I'm not blaming no black.
Are you
woman.
biracial?
Fully
Like you got
on a
mixed
black
parents or
man.
something? You got a white parent? You sound like a mix.
I fully blame it. You see, here's the problem, right? When a black person speaks English,
exactly.
No, it's the self-hate. It sounds like you have a white mother.
Bro, AIDS is a deadly, incurable
Do you have
disease.
a white mom?
But no,
it sounds like you have a white mom. It's the hatred for black people is why I'm saying
Do
that.
you want me to have a white mom?
No, I just think you do.
Because I can have one for you for your imagination if you want it. I will tell you yes if you say yes, American man. That's what I want. I will tell you yes.
Hold on for a second. Let's get Republic Room in. She's been paying all day. Republic Room, go ahead, sweetheart, and I'm gonna play some more of this video from Pink.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Thank you for playing more of the video of Pink. So, y'all, I tried to highlight some things on the page. Thank you, CT, and hello, panel. I do want to start off with
hello, ma'am.
circles on this page because we're getting ready to go to the river to do some fishing. So I want to get this out. Lena,
your audio is not absolutely horrible, but it's not good.
For black men. And all that comes from is the book, the playbook of victimhood peddling black men. So when I want black women to stop doing, please stop listening to what isn't made for the black people. You're living in it. You've had children in it. You go to work in it. You're thriving in it. This earth is made for human beings.
On this tirade, we got the next
of all races
song at the cross again. B, C sharp, D, F sharp,
the black
G.
men are talking about that this system wasn't made for
B,
us.
C sharp,
We're here, and
D,
black people are doing
F sharp,
better than
G.
any people,
That's where we're going.
black people on the planet.
And I'm learning. I'm playing. I'm learning this set on the 10-string bass, which I actually busted a string earlier tonight.
And what I noticed is that
Not that side.
This is generationally.
This side. This is the side where it matters. It didn't actually break. It just pulled out of the back end.
Where I feel I can
Look at this
have
thing.
those kind of conversations in because it's needed, and I can get the proper.
So I just took
level
the
of
string off and
then
I
still be
mean,
able to talk. Okay, so the next thing
I
put
could
was slavery.
realistically probably
Black people
remove the whole
stopped
G string
using
and fine
slavery
and be
sometimes.
fine. So
Excuse
it's
you
not a big
and
deal.
We were not slaves. That's the next thing. JP threatened. JP has been on these panels.
The
and
top
for years,
four.
I've listened to him several times, making like homicidal rants and
So
stuff
like
that.
the B,
Apparently,
E,
American man
A,
said something to
D.
Miss Venus today.
These strings all still have a second string on them. I just removed the whole ass string from the G because I don't have time to fix it or figure out how to replace it right now. I'm going to replace it, just not right now. But, this is something you do in the middle of a show. Yeah, like missing a string. Oh, oopsies. Like, let's keep going. No biggie.
With this the community.
My acoustic that I would normally be using to practice is in my vehicle outside.
You have some good points, but when you never as
But
a collective
I've been meaning to use this guy for a little bit every time that the third guitar player is not in the band for the show, which I think is happening this Sunday, so that I can fill in the range that is missing, because you got the band leader, the music minister, he plays the acoustic, and then like a guy who a buddy. I don't want to say he's a guy.
Mammy too, so everyone can be a mammy. I want to say that.
Wait, hold on. She just invoked my name. What the fuck?
He was telling Venus, black women just aren't getting the wealth from black.
She just said Grumpelstiltskin. Why did she do that? Either way,
so I mean, like that's just ridiculousness. So
we got a few guitar players. I'm like,
Pink made great points. I think what she, I think we're being a little bit. Some of these conversations are nuanced, and black people don't tend to get those.
I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is, I think she made some good.
Instead of explaining what I'm doing and going and doing it, I started listening to this panel again. Yeah, Rome. Yeah, no, removing the thinner G string.
The black man on here talking about what another man owes him. So
yes, Rome. I'm playing church band, and I have 3 more songs that I have to do before I go and rehearse with the band.
Vic also said
at least
we have to go against government issued tanks.
But
I don't know how many times black women.
I totally took off the thinner of the
G
G-strings.
They've done it for years online, and you have a
Rome.
community or a demographic that has.
Does that make you happy?
Of the fact that they are not going to.
It makes me happy.
They're not going to.
The thicker one, oh, I mean, you have to work for that. I mean, you got to work to break that. I accidentally broke that one. It was.
The black demographic because
I don't think I was even doing a pop at the time. It just broke.
So I have to look at it that way too. Now, the next thing.
Freaking guitar strings.
For this togetherness in this black community thing. Black men, I think, see that as a hustle.
We're doing at the cross. I wish I could turn this browser down.
Black men know that you desire that, so they dangle it like a carrot and they leverage it.
I'm just gonna push play.
And black women, y'all still keep taking that bait. The next thing, CT, thank you. I'm going through these kind of fast. Black men do tend to blame black women for CT.
At the cross.
Noise.
I don't know.
B, C sharp, D, F sharp, G2. Okay.
I'm almost finished. Black males. Okay, thank you. Because I wrote these things down. So black men tend to blame black women for all their failures and everything that went wrong.
Yeah, it's weird. Weird.
They're the only ones who do it. CT, I'm not looking at my phone, so just interrupt me if you're like waving your hand to talk, because I don't want it to look like I'm talking over you, please. So just like say you'll do that. Hello? CT?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Republic. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So now, and also note when black women come here, sometimes y'all are like, you want to hold black men accountable for, and then you want other men or other black men to hold them accountable when you have not. I've said this for a long time. If you continue to let unworthy males have access to you, then when they fail you, then you're like, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. That's what you'll never hear me telling anyone what a black man need to do. I don't ever what a black man needs to do, because you all still are wanting them to do so. Now, the other thing I put, black men also tend to, they make demands of women that other men can't make demands, on women unless that man has earned that right to have, for women to be in his life and to cooperate with him and to grow a family or, have things with, quote, build with. Black men are getting this from a lot of black women when they've done nothing to earn it. So even if he has nothing to compel you to submit, you're still doing it. And I hear that in the form of a lot of the black women coming up here still kind of defending. And a lot of these black women, they still won't ever get it. They're just gonna keep on doing this. These guys are laughing at you that they've made clear statements, and the look of the community shows some of what they really think overall. You don't have to ask them or tell them. You can look around and tell what they think of family building and generational this and protecting a bloodline. That they don't. Let's see. When it comes to religion,
there we are.
Folks, y'all, we've been in Christianity for eons. Christianity and religion is even if these black men are heading it, that's not going to change anything for you. The next thing is, I think this is my two things. They always talk about, oh, thank you, CT. They talk about sexy red. I'm a little bit older than most of you. I remember when I was graduating high school, before I graduated from HBCU, so I did in the South, in the SWAC. When I was in high school, I remember Bust Down. He was out of New Orleans. He had a horrible song, Nasty Beat. And way before him, we had...
No, let us finish.
Okay. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know. Not Texas. No, not that one. It was...
I gotta do that one again. I was lost on most of it.
AMG, we had Snoop. I wrote down some people, Nelly, and
but
all
hang on,
these
can I...
videos. And then you hear, sadly...
Oh, I can mute it. Yeah, I can mute the whole tab. I can mute their conversation.
Something missing, something core, some integrity stuff, some character stuff. That why would black
No, Rome.
black men, you know,
I find purpose in doing the church band stuff. If I was in any other bands, I would make it.
And then
I would end up doing marketing and like a lot of stuff.
To it. So there's always an excuse to anything, you know, that they do. The next thing is, remember about when Biden, I think, was running the
I'm going to at some point play with that Transformers band that I've linked before.
To get black men voters, they use a stripper commercial.
I'm gonna make a costume. I'm gonna be Grimlock. I'm gonna make a Grimlock costume and play with them, and I'm gonna play bass, maybe sing. I don't know at the same time. I just happen to know both.
What the left understood is what they could do is use.
K2 keep on trucking. Spicy Crayon coming in. You are coming in. Lima Charlie.
This is what they thought of black.
How copy over?
So I said that. Compel women. Oh, and CT, you're right about the pulpit and then the black church. And CT, people don't give you enough credit for. You know, listen.
Oh, they only got about 15 more minutes before I come back. I gotta run through these next two songs really quick before I leave their panel and go.
When you talked about the pulpit,
go to band rehearsal, and then I'll be back later.
Sacred. I remember we couldn't even run across it. We had choir practice or usher board meetings. I mean, I'm older than you, but I remember this. You could not touch the pastor's pulpit or go into the pastor's sanctuary. Yeah. So anyway, listen, y'all. I hope this was clear.
You got a little spanking if you did that. Remember those days?
Yeah, you got or a two throne or something. One of the deaconess board or somebody got you. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you.
Can I make one last? I gotta drop. You can hear me? Okay. Thank you for having me. Yeah. Overall, my point was Pink was right about a lot of stuff. I might disagree with some of the slavery. That's not my talking point, but the rest of it, I agree with. What she just said. Yeah, I'm not gonna blame black people in totality. Yes, everyone's responsible for their own actions, right? This is true. Yeah. But when I introduce the Little Hat community, like when I start bringing people into the conversation who run the actual industry, right? That's the reason I bring them up. Like, you and I don't have the power to make a Sexy Red be on all television platforms, right? There's a certain group who
I still don't know who Sexy Red is.
You and I don't have the power to make her. Wait, I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. You and I don't have the power to make her be on every news station, but a certain group of people do, right? So when I bring other people into the conversation, because I'm thinking on a broad level, all cultures, all races, all groups have a level of degenerate behavior, but to the way ours is pushed to the forefront, that's not done by us. And that was the overall point I was making when I brought the other group who are in charge of the media and the record labels into the conversation. That was the point of me bringing it up. So yeah, people have to be responsible for their own actions. I don't disagree with you and CC on that with the black community. There's some bullshit going on, but we're not going to negate the people who hold the actual power in this country, how they use that to push that to the forefront so that we get people saying like, this is a representation of the black community. No, it is not. She doesn't even chart well. She doesn't sell out stadiums. She is not like a huge, impactful artist. If you go and look, she really isn't. So don't act like all the black people are subscribing to her. That's not true.
Thank you so much. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
I bet it's difficult also. I get so tired of people saying black people are reliving slavery, and it's real white people that really relive slavery. The fact that they have so many statues of Robert Lee, what's his name? General Robert Lee, and schools named after him. There's still people going into what's that plantation? What's that plantation that got burned down? People want to really relive that. Look at Paula Deen. She really wanted fake slaves. Like, are you serious? And you think it's just black people? They view us like that. It's real people that view us like, oh yeah, y'all should still be slaves. You shake your head, but it is true.
I need to get a better sling for this instrument.
Things and you
What I have on my acoustic is way better.
I don't care what Paula Deen did. Her restaurant was
I
good
need to
back
get
in
another one of that.
2007 when I went to Paula and Sons
This
or
isn't
whatever
good.
in Savannah.
I need a better one.
But this is the thing. Black people are getting caught up in stuff that doesn't matter. I don't care if they have reenactments. So what? People can do it. They can look at the stuff that Black people do culturally, and it's equally maybe as ridiculous. But
okay, I have to do a couple songs before
that should not have a hold on
go to the church.
You. And that's the thing. It's that victimhood, and the only place y'all are getting
grace upon grace.
Black victimhood sectors.
Please keep listening to the conversation because I'm going to be brought back in about 10 minutes.
Lena, real quick. Lena, real quick.
But we got to do these 2 songs before then, and then let them know that we're going to leave.
That's what I want.
After the fact.
In Emmett Till, Black people.
Hang on, I gotta.
Were fighting amongst themselves any fucking way.
Yes,
don't you want blacks to don't you want blacks to love each other?
We can love ourselves, but we actually have internal enemies that do prevent us from progressing.
External.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. External. Sorry. I was thinking what
Who
you
are those
said.
enemies? Who are those enemies?
The fact that the United States government was one of our enemies. Seriously, they tried to.
Do you realize if the United States government really was about that life, they would just exterminate us? Why don't they just exterminate 40 million people right now? You mean to tell me they allow all these niggas to be congressmen, congresswomen, mayors of local cities? There's millions of blacks who are millionaires.
Well, you're talking about then. We have progressed. I'm not going to say.
But but even back in the day, Madam C.J. Walker was the first female millionaire in the country. That was like the late 1800s. Don't you want blacks to love you? Do you want blacks to love you?
Yes, I want blacks to love you. But
I don't give a fuck about
Black people were still oppressed by the system then. They tried to.
How are they oppressed? Like oppressed how? Oppressed like how?
I need to get how this works.
They were trying to voters' rights.
Usually, I don't get it until I do the rehearsal.
People to vote. They were intimidating them.
But you niggas don't vote now.
The first rehearsal lets me know how to play it, and then the second rehearsal, right before we do it, is
You said voting. You said voting. If you only did your research and figure out how much we lost when we got that right, you would not be uttering these words. Ma'am, I laid it all. I laid you the path last night to go to find these answers, and you are here today still as a.
No, Rum, she's I as far as I know, not trolling.
I want
just
black people to love.
No way.
I wish we'd have been marching and protesting for blacks, man. Fuck whites.
Oh no, wait, hang on. I only got 5 minutes left. I have to get through this before.
But why is everything white centered? I want niggas to love me. Lena, have you ever asked yourself that question? How come niggas don't love me? How come blacks don't love me?
Well, they do. I feel like black people
Okay, here we go.
do.
But why do people care about if whites love them? I've never thought about whites like that.
You keep saying whites like we're a part of this country, and we would like to not so much be loved, but at least have some type of respect. And I'm not saying
respect. You have respect right now. Don't you work? You're a taxpayer. Who's disrespecting you now?
The fact that they're trying to slowly erase like Black history, they won't even let some. They're trying not to teach black children, black people about their history. The fact that they're taking away a lot of, they're trying to get rid of black monuments.
What black monuments?
Well, they were saying that they was trying to get rid of. Well, they got rid of what's that? That street that's in I won't say it's a monument.
Man, later, everybody. Vic, Couch, Question Honor. Everybody was kind of to show you a street name.
Okay, I'm good.
King Malcolm X right now.
Well, yeah.
Ma'am, They're not erasing anything. It's
I
all
used
in
to
our
live on
mind.
it.
Wait, well, we're gonna finish this one just to.
Trying to. They are.
Unless he's talking about.
No, Rome. I
I
actually have to play this on some like.
Yeah,
Last Sunday, I heard it
We couldn't have
once
it. What was
and
wrong with
practiced it
having
like 3 times, like the entire set. I jammed it, and I'm gonna. I always like this is what I do. That's why the music director loves me. I just jam it.
Hang tight, real quick.
Kind of like how the drummer
I'm
works.
bringing you up only because you sent over a PayPal. You said, CT, I need to ask my sisters Pink and Gua about why are these babies my babies with their epigenetics. I'm gonna bring everybody in the back. Just hang tight for me. Go ahead, Afro. Go ahead, Afro Nerd.
Yeah, what say you?
I don't have much to say about what the historical record is. So I don't have the luxury to kind of make believe and do this kind of jig. And, you know, I've seen Bantam rolling on TV before. I've seen Lincoln Perry, Sleep and Eat, all these minstrels. So she's kind of in that same vein.
Sir, respect Afro Nerd. She's asking you.
No, I'm responding. I'm responding the way I want to respond. I'm responding that she wants to make light of something.
The music director about, well, hey, what do you want me to do?
Of being bullied, you're coming home and you're bullying people in your household who ain't did shit to you. You're bullying the people that you didn't protect. So you have misplaced aggression. You come home, you bully your women by, you know.
Wait, what is this bitch talking about? Like about bullying people? I'm about to be brought back. It's just about time.
You have no energy for, but you want sympathy from them.
I can talk about bullying.
When you play sports, mind.
Lena, is she lying? Is she lying? Sweetheart, is she lying?
I don't think she's so much lying, but I don't agree with how to handle it. So let's say you had a kid. Let's take her analogy. Okay, you have a kid.
No, that's fine.
Hey guys, real quick. Guys, real quick. American man.
K2, you keeping sexy.
American man says, Grumpy still has like 20 minutes, like he's been kicked out. Says, is Lena black?
Oh, I still have 20 minutes? Okay. No, do we got time?
Lena? You're like...
That's fine.
I'm black. I'm black.
Yeah.
CT, stay consistent.
Hold on, guys. Hold on for a second. Give me 1 second. Real quick. Hey guys, real quick. Grumpy can come back at 7:16. 7:16. You got a $50 cash app. Pink dropped him for 50 minutes. All right, go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
Are you being consistent, CT?
Okay, this is my argument.
No, hold on, Lena, hold on. This has nothing to do with you, right? I'm not even taking a dig at you. This is between me and CT.
Dave, thank you, sir. I don't know how your camera looks that way, but thank you, sir. Thank you.
Are you on the mission
go
for
ahead,
what?
guys. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
CT. So Lena gets to be black today?
I'm not saying Lena's black, bro. I didn't say that. No. The question was, what was the question again? What was the question?
I just asked, is Lena black? That's all I'm asking. Because
Lena,
the
are you
last
black?
couple
Lena,
days,
Lena,
hold on,
okay,
CT,
Lena.
CT, hold on, CT. I would just love to. That's all, CT. You and I are cordial, sir. We don't yell over one another. We don't do name calling.
I'll never with you, never.
Right? We don't do it. We joke on one another.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Right?
I am black.
Lena, again, this has nothing to do with
I'm
you.
sorry, duh.
It has nothing to do with you.
No. Grumple still. He has like 30 minutes. He was set down by a Republic room. He has like 30 minutes. All right, go ahead, guys.
Is Lena black today, CT? Well, her light skin. We watched her on camera.
She black.
High yellow. All right. Now, shout out to the high yellow. My daughter's high yellow, so listen. And my daughter's black. But according to CT standards, is Lena black? Chaotic truth.
She black.
She black. Go ahead, CT. Answer the question, sir.
No. No.
Okay. Okay. That's it. Be consistent. That's all I want. Be consistent. I rock with you. Be consistent. Thank you.
But can I say something real quick? Can I say?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
To me, Lena has adopted Black culture. She has mixed heritage. She is she has a lot of African DNA or Black DNA. You can tell by the way she looks. She's a beautiful woman. Hang tight. Is she more in terms of culture? She's Black, but genetically, phenotypically, she's not like me in Keste. She's not like me and Vic. I swear. I mean, she's not, and she will even admit that shit. So you're putting me between a rock and a hard place, right? Black
Good
is
Good Shepherd. Here.
I'm telling you, man. It's
yeah, just
genetic, man.
letting CT know
And
that
the men need to define what blackness
this
is.
is.
Lena's a beautiful
Do
woman,
they?
man.
Do they need to do that?
And I would even argue she probably might be more Black culturally than I am, right? She can be more Black. She could, no problem, Lena, but she can be more Black culturally. But man, there's power in actually being part of that Black. And Black men should only Black men. And I gotta give credit. Black men should be the people who say what is Black. Right? So, I mean, to answer your question from the perspective of the white man, but from the perspective of me.
Okay, again, Lena, this had nothing to do with you. I wasn't questioning you. I wasn't saying anything against you. I was just asking CT to be consistent. That's all it was. Okay.
I agree with CT.
No, CT is right. Listen, right? He's correct. Listen, I don't have anything against it. Again, right? All the
Oh no, I got this one. Okay.
The first women that come out, they're all high yellow. Every last one of them, from generation to generation, all high yellow. So I get it, but I'm just asking by CT standards. Is she Black? I just want him to be consistent.
Cordy said you to go, bro.
Doomerang, I don't know any Washburns. This is a funny thing.
For my standards, right?
Oh, this one's a Dean.
It's DNA. It's I just don't view Lena as like.
Look, see, it says on the headstock,
you, right?
Dean.
Or Vic. I just don't. I'm sorry, I don't.
She out good. She my Chicago sister.
That's fine. I just don't view her like that. I don't view her like yeah, and it's fine. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it sounds a bit hypocritical, but I'm gonna leave it alone. See,
It's a Dean Hammer 10-string, and
that's it. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Right?
There you go. I literally broke the G string, just like the guitar G string.
Lena is Black.
Earlier tonight.
I would never say she's not. I've listened to her, and I understand her position.
Okay. Is she blacker than Sissy Tyson?
I'm giving her credit. I don't even get why I'm getting pushback.
No, I mean I love Lena to death.
In just a minute, no.
Blacker than Cicely Tyson. Lena, do you believe you are blacker than Cicely Tyson?
Not blacker, but as Black.
Okay. All right. Okay. Do you believe you're blacker than Felicia Rashad?
I was gonna say, is she black like Felicia Rashad? I was gonna ask.
Is she black like Felicia Rashad? Black. Okay.
Why not Esther Roll?
Okay. No, Esther Roll. No. Believe it or not, Esther Roll is an actual foreigner compared to no.
Oh, is she?
Of course she is. Esther Roll is from either Turks and Caicos or where's Roz Girl from? Roz Girl, if one of these islands.
That's what I thought too. I was supposed to say.
Esther Rose is a straight island chick. And in my opinion, I've always thought Esther Rose a beautiful woman. Now, you know, not in Rosewood. I mean, she was like 80 years old.
You had to add that motherly deal with that her personality on air made you. You know what I'm saying? That was one hell of a woman.
She was, but yeah. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, Caste. Go ahead, buddy.
My I wanted to make a point a while ago, but the lady had left, so I'm not gonna dogpile her while she's not
Yeah,
here.
I do have a question. Did she blame us and then turn around and add the J people into the conversation, or was she playing both angles there?
I don't know. I was very clear when I said that when you shelf a product, right? When you put a product into production, if you will, or you put a product on a shelf, you have to be sure that there are consumers for your product. So to blame the producers when there's an overwhelming consumption factor in the black community, they eat up stars like Sexy Red, stars like Ice Spice, stars like the City Girls. This is a staple in black culture. In the black community, this is what blacks want to see on television. This is how they want to be represented on television. If it weren't, it wouldn't sell. Nowadays, people, she mentioned that her tours are not doing well. Nowadays it's all about streaming numbers. You go on any Sexy Red video, it has millions of views. And women are bumping this, they're playing it on their Spotify. All of that contributes to consumption. These are people actively consuming and promoting this product. So to blame the small hats, yeah, there you go. To blame the small hats is completely ridiculous. And the only thing I was gonna say is that it's very clear from how we saw that she misrepresented me, saying that I brought up Sexy Red when I did not bring her up, that she has a comprehension issue. The only point I was trying to make, and this is not against women, and it's certainly not against black women. There are certain women who behave in this manner. They take a situation and they weaponize it. American Man made a comment. I disavow. I'm not saying he was correct in the statement he made. However, it is wrong to say that he issued a direct threat. He did not issue a direct threat to her, but she used that and said, "Oh," and then tried to weaponize it by saying, "Oh, you want to do XYZ to a woman, in order to garner sympathy." And that's the type of stuff I don't tolerate.
All right, guys. Ain't I, guys? Here we go. Here we go. Thank you so much, bro.
Because black men love sports. Have you ever seen a losing team get paid for losing?
No.
Yeah.
So make it make sense. Why do you all want reparations for losing?
Okay, so I'm gonna pretend this is some kind of sophisticated conversation.
This is reality.
No, it's not. Because you're doing what bitty people do who have no information. You kind of bloviate, right? I have a couple of degrees myself, right? So I'm gonna tell you something.
Oh shit, Grumpy. Yeah, damn, man. That was way over an hour. Wow. Damn, time fucking flies. All right, here we go.
Black
no biggie. I gotta leave soon anyway. I'll be back later on.
Sought reparations or repairs for grievances. I find it fascinating that you put this on black people and black men, but white men, when they chose to get grievances, they got the Homestead Act. They were able to get a form of reparations. Native American man, he gets his reparations. The Japanese man, he gets his reparations. The Jewish man, he gets his reparations. Black man's turn, dumb Negroes, antics, shucking and jiving. So no, I already said it succinctly. Other people have gotten reparations. They're not called victims.
Hold on. Take it easy. Vanta.
Why are you insulting?
Vanta was PayPal. But Afro Nerd, let's be honest though. The Japanese got punked. The Chinese got punked. But what did they do after they got punked? They built like a motherfucker. And you ain't up, and the white man, he ain't up in China right now fucking with them. He ain't going to Japan fucking with them. Black man ain't built, bro. Let's be honest about it.
What is Africa's
excuse? On to something here. Japanese got all types of weapons and submarines that they build by themselves. China, you know what the Chinese got. You ain't fucking with them. Pink, you getting schooled by this young lady. Afro Nerd, you getting schooled, man. Afro Nerd, you there, buddy? Afro Nerd, this is what y'all y'all say this. White man could just come up in the room while you with your black wife in the 1800s, Go, get up now, boy. I'm about to have sex with your wife. Now that's what y'all niggas say. Now, as a man, I would feel horrible if I'm sleeping with my girl. Some white man came in there. He said, "Hey, now, okay, I gotta get up out of there. I'm about to put my penis inside your wife now." Hey, man, you might have to kill me because I gotta put that afterward.
Okay, so
he might kill me.
again. I'm humoring you people.
Oh no.
I'm gonna give you.
I heard a you people. I heard a very solid you people.
I'm not disagreeing with you. You say these things. So Pink is saying as a man, and as I gotta admit this, as a black man, I feel ashamed that
I'm gonna pack this up.
Africa and we couldn't protect ourselves from the Arabs. And
Got a ride coming soon.
There's truth to what Pink is saying, and we're going by the same arguments you use. You, Tariq, and all of them say the white man could have came up in some room back in the day and fucked your wife.
Okay, so let's go.
How do you think? Go ahead. Come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this game with you. I think. Okay. Right. So what we're talking about is you want to put a square peg in a round hole. You want to compare all these different groups and their different situations with the black situation. So if you're gonna use the Japanese as a data point, right? The Japanese were interned, right? Versus the Germans versus the Italians that were Americans at the time. They weren't interned in the same way that the Japanese were, right? So just on whiteness versus otherness, we see how this country operates. Japanese were treated differently. We were at war with Italians and Germans. Why weren't German Americans or Italian Americans put into camps the way that the Japanese person was? Secondly, Japanese people, well, why can't black people build? Japan and Germany received the Marshall Plan. So even in war, whites. No, it's not. No, wait a minute. So you're giggling over see, this is why this is not serious. This is why.
You're not making a really serious argument here.
AC blowing. So I think it's funny. You talking about why can't black people build? Well, maybe we didn't get a Marshall Plan. The Japanese received a Marshall Plan that so much.
That's on the video. My bad.
That their factories are newer than American factories. The German factories are better than American factories because in America you actually can pay the losers in a war. So let's say black men are losers in a war. Why did the Japanese as losers get a Marshall Plan? Why did the Germans
get
a Marshall Plan? You cannot check me when I'm talking about actual facts. You're gonna
Yeah, Pink. How come the black man didn't get a Marshall Plan? Go ahead, Pink. Why didn't the black man get a Marshall Plan? Go ahead.
He didn't deserve
play this game. I'm bored, so I'm playing this game with.
Hey, guys, give me 1 second, real quick. Give me 1 second, real quick. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Where's it at? Hold on a second. Oh, here we go. Kung Fu with the $5 cash app. Black people got what they wanted. Equal rights. Here we go.
Must be the money that keeps me looking fly. Must be the money. Must be the money that's got me cruising in style. Must be the money. Must be the money that's got me. Must be the money. I've got so much bling. Must be the money. Must be the money. 26 with all this wealth. Must be the money. Must be the money that funds my lifestyle. Must be the money. Must be the money. The party's at my place.
Thank you so much, Kung Fu. Here we go. I'm asking. No, I'm helping you out.
She said black men were victims, and we didn't do this, that, and the other.
I am asking
Japanese were suckers.
Okay.
Germans were suckers, but they got a Marshall.
Afro nerd. I'm helping you out here. Yeah, Pink. Why didn't the black man get a Marshall Plan? Go ahead, Pink.
I think because, like I said, for slavery to happen for 400 years, I think there was some type of agreement or exchange being made for it to have lasted that long. I can't name anyone that would be willing participants of victimhood for 400 years. So why should they give you?
She's amazing.
You don't owe you anything. You got conquered. You're not owed any plan. You're not owed any land. You're not owed any money because you lost. You gave up your rights. You gave up your dignity as soon as you allowed these white men.
Go ahead.
So, Afro Nerd's argument is a poor argument about the Marshall Plan.
Go ahead.
The whole reason that the Marshall Plan was put in place was because after World War II, they didn't want there to be another World War because they didn't have a Marshall Plan in the First World War. Like America didn't fund the building of Europe after the First World War. So the theory was, just like when we went to Afghanistan, they started building stuff over there, expecting the Afghanistanians to decide to become democratic and give up their way of life. The only issue is that the Europeans are way more closer to us than the Islamists are. So the Japanese and the Germans, in order for them not to do another world war, also because we also did deals with Stalin, we were trying to stay away from going into another world war. So they made each country rely on each other by hoping to prevent something. Like, it's not a good comparison. Like, if it wasn't for the Marshall Plan, Afro Nerd would not be driving a Benz.
All right. Go ahead.
Hey, CT, link all of my whatever if you want to. If not, no biggie. I have to leave. I got to go do rehearsal with the church band tonight in like about a half hour. Oh.
I don't think he know you muted. You're
Oh,
muted.
there we go. Yes, thank you, y'all. I was muted. CT, thank you for having me up, sir. For like, it's been a few hours I've been on, and amongst the, the black panel, and I appreciate that because I'm definitely not black, as you can see. I have to go do church band practice, and I'll be back after that. If you're still I'm live right now, but if you're still live, I'll come and hang out. If not, no biggie. You shout out my stuff if you want to. No biggie. I only talk about like prepper stuff and things. No. I'm trying to just do a quick goodbye because I have to go I have to leave soon. It's no, yeah. Go away. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
So much, bro.
Be a nerd. Be a better nerd. I'll be back later in about an hour and a half. Then. Yeah. Y'all keep it sexy though. I'll be listening until I leave. So don't say anything twisted. Keep it sexy.
All
right.
So don't say anything twisted. Keep it sexy.
Bigger than conquer you, and not even for a short period of time. They love to say that it was 400 years. So why should they give you anything? You sat on your hands for that amount of time. So you go build and you start over. You stop crying and stop begging for you go from era to era begging. We had civil rights movement, begging. Here today, you're still begging for white acceptance. Why? Build your own, create your own. That way you don't have to worry about what a white man will give you in return. It shouldn't matter. So fuck a Marshall Plan or whatever it's called. Excuse my language.
No, you're
Can
fine.
you pause it real quick, CT? CT, can you pause it real quick? Do you notice she said that you went from the civil rights era begging?
Yep, to the black man. Yep.
Right now, haven't I said that the civil rights era is begging?
All the time.
So I don't. So we all agree that the civil rights era was begging. We all agree that it was begging.
No, we don't agree.
Oh, okay, no problem. Right? We don't agree. No problem. But I say that to say, isn't it ironic, CT, that when I say the civil rights era was begging, everyone jumps on me and says, "Oh my God, how dare you say that?" Listen, it's fine for people not to agree. I'm okay with people not agreeing with that. Like I understand people will not agree, but it's funny how when I say it, everyone's like, "Oh, how dare you?" When she says it, everyone goes silent, right? What does that show you? What does that show you?
What does it show, bro? Go ahead.
It shows the hypocrisy of most of these people. Because when I say the civil rights era is begging, everyone ready to jump. Oh my God, shut up, you coon. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh my God. When she says it, oh, she's such a prophetic black person. She's a prophetic black woman. She's such a prophet. What does it show you about black people, bro? That they understand these things until a black man says it. And so it shows you that they're mostly anti-black male. That they don't truly disagree with these things. That they just don't want to hear it from a black man.
Let's get Savage in real quick. Go ahead, Savage. Go ahead.
Also, earlier you made a point. The women and you were making points about blaming the women and whatnot. You were talking just about a bunch of losers, and then Venus was talking. They were talking about marriage rates and stuff. Um, that would be a good point before 1919 or 19 whenever 1965. But women out women outnumber men. Women outnumber men incredibly in every race. At this point, men's votes are getting washed out for one. For two, um, the family court when it comes to the marriage rates are geared towards women. So if you want to build society, but men get penalized, you're really asking men to just take all the risk, and there's no shame, there's no accountability, there's nothing to stop women from taking men's money or screwing over a household. So like, as much as I agree with you blaming women, men should be in a leadership role, and blaming women is a poor point. But you're also asking men to jump into fires with no benefit. There's no benefit. The risk outweighs the actual like the benefit that you're gonna get.
Thank you so much, Savage. Here we go.
Own plan. Make your own way.
Vanta, you paid to talk to Afro Nerd and Ping, and then I'm gonna get back.
Can I interject real quick? I mean, I was laughing in the back. You know what? Pink is right, 100%. Pink, you're right. These goofy blacks, they lost. They lost. And by the way, Afro called me a sex trafficker because I said, oh, Somalis were selling Africans in East Africa. Sir, we were selling the losers. The losers were being sold. I'm a winner, sir. I am a winner.
Back to America.
No, CT. Let me run, because I'm going all in. I'm going all in on these blacks.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You West African goofies, right? You were sold because your ancestors were the weak tribe. You're weak. You're the weak tribe that got sold for what? For alcohol and some gold and silver medals.
Mirrors.
Thank you, CT. Exactly. And so people in the chat, Pink is right. Pink is right. You guys are losers. Accept your fate. And by the way, why are you crying? You are living in the greatest nation on earth called the United States of America. You're not slaves. Why are you crying, Mr. Afro Nerd? You have a better life than any African right now in the continent. Any African.
I know you paid, but I want Afro Nerd to address Pink. I think Pink is.
I got a question
bro.
for you.
Go ahead.
Do you think when the Europeans were buying the slaves with mirrors, do you think that the Africans were swagged out?
Nope. Only if anything, only the elites. But go ahead, bro.
You think they were swagged out?
No, not at all. Go ahead.
Okay. And so, why why do you think that people that lived over in Africa at the time, why do you think they were so entranced by the mirror?
I mean, well, the mirror is a very, I mean, even to this day, it's a very interesting thing. You know, it's like you see your reflection. Yeah. Imagine 400 years ago with these primitive whites and blacks, man. Like, yeah, it's a very interesting tool.
Okay, so explain something to me. So the Africans that sold these slaves to the Europeans got mirrors, all right? But
It's
then
possible.
the
Yeah.
slaves who later, the slaves that came to America, I'm assuming that they weren't swagged out as slaves because obviously so much
I have
pressure.
no idea.
So now the freed black men, are all about the swag, right? That's odd
Yeah, I'm
how that
listening to you, bro. Go ahead.
went
Yeah,
full
go ahead.
circle. Yeah. No, that was it. Just a thought.
Bringing up some great questions.
You're right.
Pink,
You're right. Right. Yes. Pink was a point.
Beautiful
Yeah.
question. Why was the black man not able to, not the Chinese, the Japanese? We're only talking about the blacks because that's what she's concerned about because she's a black American. Why wasn't the black man able to stop the white man from coming in the bedroom? Come on, girl, get up. Come on, boy. Now get up out here. I'm about to sleep with your wife now. Why wasn't the black man able to protect her ancestors? Go ahead.
This is some silly. I don't even know how to even answer a
But,
question about.
but
You're asking me, like you're not really answering my question. When I mention cases of people, if you're going to qualify enslaved Africans, and we know the word slave is from Slavic, like to literally be a slave means you have. This is like Kanye. I see a whole bunch of Kanye Wests on this panel, who slavery was a choice and all this kind of thing. When you go, you're kind of going back to what the slave term actually means. Slave as a term literally means you have no choice. Period. That's what a slave means. So now we're going to deconstruct what a slave means. This is now Kanye West. I see a bunch of black robes and goofy stuff going on now. When you talked about, well, you're the losers. Well, I gave examples of losers that got some guap. So if you go, so I still checked you. You can't answer the question.
Yeah, he checked.
The Japanese are losers.
No,
the Germans
bro,
are losers.
Bro, we're not talking about.
They still no. I'm talking about it. I'm saying we're using your same reference point. If you're going to talk about how losers Black Americans were, then we're the only group that did not get recompense for a violation. Everyone else are a loss. So these folks lost, and they got something out of that. We did, but you want to make goofy, jokes about it.
You lost, sir. So you lost. You lost. But guess what? But guess what? That was the ancestors. But today, you yourself.
Are we able to make comments or we just listening to?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Y'all hitting Rubicon, and the more y'all, this beg and all that other type of stuff, it ain't looking good for everybody else. I don't know why y'all focusing in on black people. I don't know, but it ain't gonna help y'all situation. I don't get it. But hey.
Do you want to know why we're talking about black people, Dave?
No, I really don't.
And it's the same reason why.
No.
It's the same reason, Dave.
No.
Dave, you asked a question, right?
Pretend like
and
you,
that's why. That's why.
Walked up to a girl hollering and she said no. You gonna keep talking?
Dave.
It's official. Dave's a woman.
Dave, you asked a question, right? And that's why you got to chill, bro. Hold on, Dave.
It was a comment.
Okay, Dave. Okay, sir. It was a comment. No problem, right? This is the reason why this is the reason why we have to kill you every time. And you know what I mean. They don't know what I mean, but you know what I mean.
Oh, say that again, you fat bitch. Did you say kill?
Oh my God, Dave. Now you want to pretend like you don't understand what that means?
When y'all play Call of Duty together, man, that's why they kill you first, right?
You have a better life than any African on the continent, sir.
No,
You're
let,
blessed.
let Pink go real quick. Go ahead, Pink.
I'm sorry, Pink.
You're good. Let Pink
I'm
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm just tired of this conversation. And I'm speaking on that this conversation goes on in the household for years. It's a turn off. I want you all to understand that it is a turn off to have a weak man. That's just what it is. So you want respect, you want leadership from your women. You call us belligerent. You say we talk back. You say we don't show you respect, but you wonder why. You come home crying about why the next man keeps whooping your ass instead of going out there and building and creating for yourselves.
We are creating for ourselves. We just not
No, Afro
sharing.
nerd. No, Dave. Afro nerd. Dave. Yeah, go ahead, Afro nerd. So she's basically saying that you guys have been crying for hundreds of years, and you still are looking weak in front of women whom you are supposed to protect by nature. And she's speaking as a Black American foundational woman, and she's tired of that. What do you have to say about that, Afro nerd?
That's a Terminator, not
Stop,
a woman.
Dave. Stop. Hush up. Hush up. Go ahead, Afro nerd.
Look, this is you Negroes are pretty funny. This
No,
is
no,
to be
no, no, no,
abused.
no, 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 no.
I'm gonna be talk how I want to talk.
Answer her
You want me to test? I'm gonna testify right now. I can't take you seriously.
Terminator on the inside. I know.
You know, like I said, when Pink gets that boil on her top lip for the sexual misdeeds that she confessed to.
I never confessed to winning, but you all confess to being buck broken every day. So you have those same boils on your booty hole. You have boils all over your bussy from the white man running up in there for all these years, and we have a case from Tyler Perry from yesterday.
Let's talk about.
Sorry. Do you guys agree with that?
Which part?
She's right. Here, let me go back real quick.
The part about it being unattractive, or the part about
top
which
lip
part?
For the sexual misdeeds that she confessed to.
I never confessed to winning, but you all confess to being buck broken every day. So you have.
She said you guys confess to being buck broken every day. A lot of Hotepians believe that bullshit. What do you guys think about that? Think about that.
Can I ask you a question, CT? How many black men on this panel, right? Of all the black men on this panel, how many of them have claimed to be buck broken?
Hey, what's the
right
rules
now,
of this show? Because he can say he can kill me and everything, but I can't say nothing.
Dave,
I
hold
don't
on.
get this.
Dave, hold on,
Now, if you
right?
want to
Because I'm
listen to
including
Friday,
you in this.
hey, you can listen to Zell if you want.
Hold on, Dave, hold on,
I don't
bro.
want to talk to you, bro. You already said you want to kill me.
I am
Why would
including
I
you
want
in.
to have a debate
I
with
am
somebody
including
who comes
you
out and
in
says, I
this
want to take you off the earth. I don't want to talk
because
to you, bro.
because
Talk to somebody
you
else,
have
man,
never
please.
said you want to be buck
Oh my
broken,
God, man. Talk to
right?
somebody
You've never
else.
claimed to be buck broken, so I'm including you in this. CT.
No,
Of the
include
men
yourself,
on
man.
this
I don't like
panel.
you, bro. I don't.
It's all right, Dave. That's why you have to be killed
I'm
all the
talking to CT. I
time.
got a question for CT. What
Nigga,
is the
I'm
rules?
talking.
Because
Fuck
I
out.
get dropped because somebody's saying they gonna murk me.
Dave, nobody's gonna mark you, bro. Nobody's gonna mark you.
I didn't even address you. I just made a blanket comment, and he comes on saying that's why I want to murk you.
Dave,
Nobody's gonna mark you.
do we not say, Dave, hold on. Now you being a black woman. Do we not say over on Hood-Servative channel?
CT, what happened
Do we
about the
not
rules
say
on
over
Cam?
on Hood-Servative channel
What
that
happened
Dave's
to the
gotta
rules
go?
on Cam, bro? This dude ain't never cammed up.
American Man has scandaled 1,000 times. All right, guys, give me a second, real quick. Hang tight, Savage. Hang tight.
Hey man, I ain't never seen you like this, man. Cut this shit short.
You said what?
Cut this shit short, man. I ain't never seen you like this. Do it now. Sorry. Good night, y'all. I'm pulling rank. CT look exhausted, man.
No, I'm good. Yeah, here we go.
On your booty hole. You have boils all over your bussy from the white man running up in there for all these years, and we have a case from Tyler Perry from
let's talk about
You all
today.
are the loosest.
Let's talk about today.
The loosest hoes. So
When you get that, when you get that, when you get that,
worry
when you
about me. Worry about why you are still getting buck broken in 2025. But you're crying about white men, but you're also in white men's DMs trying to suck his dick. Excuse my language.
First of all,
that's
good. You're
okay.
So don't
That's
worry
not
about my sexcapade, sweetheart.
that's not me. But back to you.
No, that's
you get- when you-
I'm crying about getting butt broken by the white man through the system.
No.
So
I am a
can have
21st.
boil on my lip, but why do you have boils on your lip and your ass from this system that you keep crying about?
No. What we're saying here
No,
is that
yes.
last time you were on the show, you used a lot of foul language.
I do.
You used
when
a
I'm
lot of vulgarity.
Who
You went to
disrespected
vulgarity.
who first?
So
What
you
you're going to
doing-
learn about pink is I will pink out when someone disrespects me first. I've been a lady on this panel.
No, you're masturbating.
Hello.
Your ladies don't speak like that. They're not cursing. They're not vulgar. No, you're doing yourself. I'm not just you're doing a good job on your own. Why would I respect you? Why would I respect you when you're doing yourself?
Were so weak back then and got their asses rammed through during slavery and then want to get paid for it like you want to be prostitutes. So you want to accuse me of doing what you all have been doing, bending over for free.
Yeah, he said it was.
Simple question. Listen, Pink was cooking. I can't lie. I'm like, God damn.
Modern black.
Hey, slave boy.
She's not cooking anything. She's not cooking anything.
What your mammy probably did and how you got here. So what we're gonna do is stick
Hold on,
to
guys. RW with the $10 PayPal says the blacks that are mad at what Kanye said are the same ones that cheered when Killmonger said the same thing at the end of Black Panther. Oh shit! Thank you so much, RW. Positivity's coming your way. Go ahead, Pink. Go ahead.
CT, they love these fantasy movies. They love referencing Wakanda. They love shit. Soul Plane was even an imagination. So why can't you all even make a Soul Plane? You all can't do Wakanda. You all can't build a Soul Plane. You can't make a cell phone, a car. You can't even get you can't even come up with a system to bitch about women on YouTube. You have to go through the white man's internet to bitch and talk shit. But you want to come at me and accuse me of being a prostitute and going in my panties instead of wondering why white men were going in your panties and why you're willing to get paid for having your panties going through.
That's what you said.
Pink.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
CT, if you don't mind me asking, Pink, guess what? This Afro Goofy, he called me a sex offender, sex trafficker. He called me and wait, he don't care, bro.
I was in a relationship with my ex. He worked in like the construction industry, right? But he worked for a contractor. He worked for a very big contractor, and it was white owned. I think it was GE. I don't know. He kept coming home complaining to me about his white boss every day. I said, if you don't start your own business, I'm leaving you. And guess what happened? In less than a week, he started his own business, and now he competes with that boss that he bitched about and complained about.
Do you think that story is real?
Yep, I do. No, bro. You asked me a question and you laughing at me, right? Yeah, bro. I've met in the course of my life a lot of black women. You asked me a question, right?
Yes, CT. Go ahead.
A lot of black women think like Pink, bro. Bro, I've met black women in my own life, who thought like that. Either you gonna fight, compete, or shut the fuck up.
Can I ask you a question then, CT? Okay. You're correct, CT. Okay. Hold on, CT. Okay.
I'm not saying
correct.
Anything. Okay, yeah.
Why is Michelle Obama now complaining?
I don't know. I don't know Michelle Obama. I have no
Why
idea.
is she now complaining, sir?
I think she's been in a weird relationship period. But bro, everything Pink is saying is on point. I don't know
CT, but I'm asking you, right? Michelle Obama was married to the most powerful man. He came home and complained about the white man.
No, but
right, CT? And he made himself the most powerful man ever. Right? And this baboon is now every episode complaining about him. Do you think, hold on, CT, do you think that this chick Pink told him, go be above the white man and go be better than GE. GE. How many companies are better than GE, CT?
I can't. Not a lot, bro. I mean, we're talking about General
And
Electric.
now her pussy is so magical that she created a company better than GE, and we don't know about it.
But women don't have to create companies, bro. So what do you? I mean, so what's your argument?
CT, don't make me dislike you, bro, because you know the truth. You know the truth.
What? About what?
You know that she just mammy babbling, right?
No, she's not, bro. No.
No,
Pink,
she is,
Pink.
right? I'm not saying.
So,
hold on, CT. If you give me a minute, right? I'm not saying that she may not have said to him, "Yo, you should do your own thing." I'm sure she said that, right? I will give her that grace. Of course, she probably said to him, "Hey, you should do your own thing." Now, it's not likely because black women don't really want to see black men in any powers of position. But there are some that will say that, "Hey, you should do your own thing." But you think that her box is that great that nigga rolls above GE?
It's not about box, bro. It's about the reality of the situation, bro. Pink is offering something that a lot of women don't say out loud. Bro,
Okay, what is it? What is it?
Bro, ownership, industrialism. Bro,
and what she doing? So,
don't matter,
so what you're
bro,
saying, CT? So what you're saying, CT, is that when he came home after building that business, she rubbed his shoulders and said, "Honey, thank you for building this business. Here's a good meal, and I'm glad that you did that."
Sure.
Is that
why
what you're
not?
saying?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
Did she do that, CT?
I have no idea what anybody did, but I can tell you this, bro. A lot of women want ruler. I mean, they want men to rule.
Agreed.
Bro, okay, so all she's saying is that when are you blacks are gonna rule? When are you gonna rule and rule efficiently, bro? Let me ask you, hey, bro. Let's, all right. Let's use a real situation. I don't know Ibrahim Traore, right? He's a 34-year-old guy, right? You know Ibrahim, right? Traore.
No, let's not go to a foreign leader. Let's talk about Barack Obama.
But I don't want to use Barack.
Why not? Why not?
Okay, go ahead, man. You can use him. Go ahead.
Why not? Let's talk about Barack Obama.
Right,
that's an American man, an American system that made the highest office. How is his wife talking about him today? She is protected by the she's protected by the United States government to this day because of him. She can go anywhere and breathe and be paid $10,000 because of him.
Okay.
And if she speaks, it's another 20,000. And if she speaks, hold on, let me finish. And if she speaks and breathes in that space, it's another 30,000. Right? So that's 60 to 70,000 I just said for her to breathe and exist in that space. What did she say about her husband, CT?
I have no idea. What does it say, bro?
No, I said what does she say?
I don't know, bro. Like, go ahead.
You don't know? You haven't seen her podcast?
I saw one episode. It was trash, but go ahead.
She regrets her children are a problem. Him being president is a problem. She wanted to do this. She wanted to do that. All a problem, bro. Even though her entire existence of a black man that built himself to run the greatest nation in the world. No, CT, get back on camera, you sweaty bastard. Get back on camera. Her husband was leader
Look
of the
here, man. I'm about
nation in
sorry,
the world.
dude. Yo, chat. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want him to cut this and get some sleep. That man looks freaking tired, like he about to pass out, dude.
No, that man got a stand in it. Her husband was the leader of the greatest nation in America. And what did she say about him?
So just because you want to run your mouth, you want this dude to pass out on freaking live stream, man.
Vic,
CT,
stop
cut this crap.
caping, nigga. Put
Cut
your
it,
cape away,
cut it
Vic.
and go lay
We
down.
can continue this
Put your cape
conversation
away,
tomorrow.
Vic.
Get some
Put
rest.
your cape away. And I rock with you, Vic. I'm not gonna sit here and make enemies with you. I rock with you.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Her husband was the leader of the greatest nation in America, CT. Was he not? Well, excuse me, the greatest nation in the world. Right?
I think it's most Vic, by the way. Go ahead, bro.
Nigga, fuck Vic. Tell Vic when I see him so sight. I'm just joking, Vic. I don't get down like that. I'm just joking. But
go ahead, bro.
But all I'm saying is, was he not the greatest leader, black male leader of the greatest nation in the world? And how does she talk about him for the last 3 months we had to hear her podcast?
Who cares?
How did she talk about him, CT?
Who cares? She's undermining them.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I want black men to build, and then black men go up and lead the greatest nation in the world, and she sits there and says, I resent having his kids. I resent.
She never said that, bro. She never said she resents having his kids, bro. Come on.
Are you kidding me, CT?
Show me the video.
Have you not heard her? Listen,
She didn't say that.
I gotta be honest, right? I've only seen clips of her shit from podcast. I don't
You're not gonna come in my
watch her
household and complain
podcast
about
Hold on a
another
second.
man
nauseam.
kicking your ass and making your life hard. So I don't know what the women were doing back then to continuously want to hear that shit, but today we don't want to hear that shit. It's a
You
turn
notice how
off
the
and
truth
it's
kills
intolerable
them
and
all, right?
it's not progressive at all. So
Pink, I have one thing to say to you, Pink.
It doesn't suit you to continuously cry about how another man wants to defeat you, but then get mad or get resentful if that woman wants to go be with the man that's whooping your ass. Why would she want to be with a weak man that keeps getting beat up and afraid?
That's right. That's right.
Can't protect his family.
Yeah.
But you also feel entitled to her respect. It doesn't work like that.
Pink, do you want to date a man that has epigenetics? Oh, I have epigenetics trauma from slavery because my generation.
Not because what it sounds like now is you're
How
doing this.
dare Barack Obama think
Yeah.
he can get respect?
Yep.
You know,
How
you
dare
want to
him?
cry, come home, and this white man. I was turned off when my ex was telling me about that white man. We're not sleeping together. Till you get your own business and you become this white man that's beating your ass. You be your own boss. Cause you're turning me off coming home and do this shit every day. I don't want to hear this shit. So
Pink,
that being said,
come join us, Africans. Africans, we don't cry about that shit. We move on. We're having fun out here. Africans are having fun. We're chilling. But these African Americans, they
tell dudes you'd be better off going telling your troubles to a tree outside. You'd be
for all these years to build and stop whining and complaining. Because what's not being done is you're not accomplishing anything. You're just complaining. The white man has told you, "Fuck you, we're not paying you." Yeah. So move on and make your own way. You're still
like black people are taking you people out.
The way show. Oh man.
This is of course. I think Nikki. Would you say Cascade?
No, are you serious?
Yeah. When
was all mad, and Baldwin was saying, but I have to be mad. In America, that's how I'm treated. So this conversation has actually been had in a classier sense, but it's just funny to see that it's still being had, and it's still the same conversation, just less classy.
Cause they keep begging.
Did you, Cascade? Did you know that James Baldwin married a white man and Nikki Giovanni married a white woman?
Yeah, it's typical.
What?
Would you say Cascade?
The minstrel or the coon.
You want to know why I
doesn't
go to you?
bypass
no ass boyfriend.
No, wait a minute, I'm cooking now. Bypass is the master.
Hold on.
You don't address that this person did this.
Hold on.
here's why I'm going to you. You claim to be a strong black man, but you've been up here for hours upon hours crying about someone supposedly shitting in your mouth. You think, and for some odd reason, you think that this is cool.
Like you want sympathy for that. You don't get
Like,
sympathy for that.
what type of grown men? Like, I didn't grow up around men like that. So I do not understand. I do not understand what type of nonsense you're talking about. I don't get it. And you know what's weird is that you're sitting here because it's what most you blackity black Negroes do. You niggas concern yourself with the white man, something that happened 300 years ago when the Arabs about to slap all them dumb niggas around in New York when that Arab mayor get in. And you won't say a word. You gonna sit there, we fighting against white supremacy. Just like you did when the Mexicans was firebombing the black people's houses in California. You're concerned about something that happened 400 years ago and ignoring what's going to happen today, what happened a couple years back.
So intelligent people can pat their heads and rub their stomachs at the same time.
Sure, you can't because all you do is rub your stomach.
No, I'm going to answer your question.
Stomping your lips about the white man shitting in your mouth.
So people who have a tendency to joke about serious subject matter, I can't take seriously.
Sir, I'm not joking.
So when I just mentioned, when I mentioned a data point, and say, okay,
CT, did you guys miss that? Chomping your lips about the white man shitting in your mouth. I can't believe you guys missed that one.
No. Go ahead.
I can't believe you guys missed that one. But go ahead. Go ahead. No. I'm just saying that was, to me, that was a good one. Chomping your lips about the white man shitting in your mouth.
Go to what the white man normally does and say, you're a victim. When I say, if I was in a math class and someone started talking about math.
Go ahead, Savage. Go ahead, buddy.
Did you see where a bunch of real estate companies, a lot of companies that hold real estate in New York, their shares are dropping, and like one of the biggest chains in New York is moving all of his grocery stores out of New York?
I didn't see it. Nope, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's being reported today.
Yeah, Savage, they're gone. Like, I don't think people understand.
I would sit there and say,
stop with this nigga babble, bro.
No, it's babble. It's babble when you can't handle what I say.
No, you're just nigga babbling. That's
like some of our confused black women. Some of our confused black women. When you don't like a certain point, they call you sassy because it's a tactic. It just doesn't work on me,
bro.
Let me tell you something.
Everything you've been saying up here is fresh out the mouth of black women. When you listen to black women today, all they do is complain about the white man. They suffer the most racism in society has ever seen, bro. When you listen, turn on any black woman talking on TV. Oh, the white man, right? Michelle Obama, fucking Secret Service protecting her children, and her family. I'm so oppressed. You sound the same, bro. What are you talking about? All your babble comes from the mouth of a black woman, bro. What are you talking about? Nigger babble.
Okay, so when you get that bump up, the doctor's babbling.
What are you What does the doctor have to do with this, bro?
What I'm saying is that when someone gives you information, you call it about many minstrel Negroes.
What information did you give me?
When something is accurate, when there's scholarship involved, they go to cooning. So I've seen this before.
Okay,
it is a weird affect.
It's a very weird affect. Do you know what pertinent means?
I'm very comfortable around. I'm at the
information did you give
me? This is
me?
Universal circuit.
What babbling information did you give me?
I'm mentioning a data point. You said you a victim.
What pertinent information did you give me, sir? I'm still asking.
Don't make him repeat it, please. Don't make him repeat it.
I don't
have what he.
You read it in the book.
The topic was.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on, I'm gonna answer the topic. No. Let's be accurate about what I'm doing. Let's be accurate. Hold on. Let's be accurate. Let's be accurate.
3 hours, bro.
Let's be accurate about.
3 minutes. Calm down.
I'm very calm. What I'm telling you is this. The topic was Banner's reference to slavery being 30 times worse.
Yes, he's another nigger male babbling.
No.
Embarrassing.
No.
American man. Oh, he dropped off. Jesus Christ, he dropped off. Questions upon you there, sweetheart? Can't hear you. Okay, never mind.
Right here, CT.
All right. Questions upon it. Last night, what's the guy's name again? Afro Nerd was trying to convince himself that his ancestors were getting shitted in the mouth. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
The Tariq Nashidians, the Buckbreakers.
Okay, there we go. Kung Fu, what's up, man? What do you think about that, bro?
I told you that. What was it? Yesterday, I wasn't there. I don't know nobody that was there. My grandmother didn't tell me about none of that. Bro, I'm here to help people. When the mortgage crisis hit, I went and got certified as a forensic loan auditor. And instead of charging people $1,200 and $1,500 for an audit, I was charging them $250, so they can go to court and argue that their loan had fraud in it from the beginning.
All right, there we go.
I mean, it's as simple as that. And from there, I was doing credit repair. I was helping people restore their credit. I showed people how to start businesses and how to do it. Especially if it was a husband and wife, I would tell the husband, based on SBA and how they got everything set up, put your wife as a CEO or COO and watch the money pour. That's what I did. I didn't blame nobody for me growing up in Southeast Washington, D.C. I didn't blame nobody for the upbringing I had. I ain't blame nobody. I joined the military. I learned a little bit about finance and how to fight fires. And when Bill Clinton got reelected, I saw, oh, we ain't getting no pay raises. Let me go ahead and get out and do it on my own, make my own money, because the military wasn't it. It's as simple as that. I'm not a victim. I taught my son not to be a victim. I taught my daughter not to be a victim. And they do better than me. My son is a music producer. He done produced records. He done produced music for Rick Ross, Ludacris, Shirley Caesar. My daughter is an artist. She's a spoken word artist. She's got albums on YouTube. She's under Flow, Miracle Flow Child. You can go look her up. And she's darker than you, CT. I just want to let you know. That's it.
All right, there we go, bro. There we go.
Well, CT doesn't look that dark because that light's on him.
Hey, CT.
No, let's be respectful. Let's get off the
laughing, I can hear laughing.
No.
Respectfully, please don't agree with me, please.
You're clowning me. You're clowning.
Hello?
If you don't mind, one thing about Barack Obama is that he proved the competency of Black men. And I have mentioned to you on this channel, on your live, many, many times, my experience with Black male managers, and that when these men focus on work, not looking for a girlfriend, not being sexual at the job, but just focus out on the work, they are 100% beloved and respected. Respected. I have multiple stories to share with you. I know your live panel and the live chat will say I'm babbling, but they never say I'm wrong. They never say I'm wrong. I've worked with a manager. He was a Six Sigma black belt. Many people in your live chat know what that is.
Yeah, I know this. Yep.
Very, very elite.
Yep.
I worked with
I
worked with a black man. Actually, he was.
What's the by the way? What's the highest black belt cert?
No, it is black belt. There's like a super black belt, but black belt is the highest. It's like yellow belt, green belt, black belt.
Yeah, I know. Like,
You got to have a degree. There's degrees to it.
no,
Very
no, 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 no. Comfort. We're talking about like business, like the black belt certifications. Yeah, not
No,
yeah.
no, no. It is. It is degrees to it. Like if
Oh
a
yeah.
banker
You
got
know
to
what?
be a certain level before he can, get have customers come into him to invest
Oh,
and all that stuff. It is
oh.
levels to
So
it.
you know about? Oh, you know about? Okay. Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying
There
to
we go.
tell you.
also, CT, many of these men I work with, they either are veterans
All right.
or the
Yeah.
sons of veterans. Uh, One thing with Barack Obama, his father is black African, mother white, so he doesn't even have a black American father. He has no military lineage. But yet they did place this man in the highest level in the land, and he was very successful. Regardless of how you feel about Barack Obama, he was able to do what the Democrat Party could not do in 80 years, which is pass comprehensive medical care. We all remember seeing Biden, BFD, big effing deal, because it really was a big deal what he did. He had one thing, black men, you do have the charm, the charisma. You all know how to put together the team. That you do this in the military, you do this in professional sports. I actually just witnessed this with a 10-year-old black boy football. It was him and the Indians, and he just led the team. And he knew not to take all the accolades. He knew how to share amongst the other young boys so that everybody felt like a participant and that everyone was winning. You all don't necessarily need to be quote unquote book smart. I mean, be smart enough, of course, especially now, but that is the one characteristic that black men do better than anybody. You know how to put together the team for one common goal. You do this expertly. And Barack Obama he's just one example, but he's one of many. You use your talents. So when you're hearing Pink talk about the importance of being industrialized, the importance of being an owner, like you mentioned, CT, that is what is expected now. We're moving away from W2, and as we're moving progressively into artificial intelligence, you can use this new technology to build and harness your own talents and your own business. That is what's expected now, and that is really fundamentally what Pink is wanting. She's just very frustrated, understandably, because we do have black men who are moving forward, but we do need more. And one thing, Pink, Venus, Republic Room, they're just tired of excuses. And so when you have these women, they're talking about infrastructure and bringing economies to scale. And then you have these other men bringing up wigs and sex. It's just ridiculous. And it looks very childish. And that's something American man really needs to chill with. Like, stay focused on these topics that these women are bringing up. Because if the woman is unhappy, you're going to have more divestors. I think Republic Room, her husband is a non-black man.
Sweetheart,
So that's what
sweetheart.
I'm
You
American
sound
man,
nice,
here we go.
sweetheart.
You
You
make
sound
you are
sweet.
number one excuse making. All you talk about is sex. You don't stay focused. How
Hold
old
on,
are you?
hold
I
on,
don't need
hold
to
on,
know.
hold on, sweetheart, sweetheart,
Hey, stop calling me sweetheart. That's another thing they
sweet,
do quite a bit. Like that
sweetheart.
infantilization. Stop with that sweetheart nonsense. You
Oh,
see what I'm speaking? You see
I
what
call
I'm
you
speaking
sweetheart
about?
often.
Stop
I
with
call
that.
you
Stop. You do that
I
a lot.
call you
Stop with
sweetheart
the
often.
infantilization. Stop with that.
I call you sweetheart
No, do
often.
not call me sweetheart. No, do not.
No, I'm asking you.
and I'm and I am
Do I
responding
call
to
you
you.
sweetheart
Do not
often?
call me sweetheart. Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. But now I'm asking you, do I call you sweetheart often? Because you said that's one thing I do, this quote unquote infantilization.
Oh, chaotic. They never stay on topic.
So,
American man, please move forward with your
hold on.
point.
Am I not addressing? Am
No,
I
you don't
not
need to address
addressing
me.
what
Please
you
move
said?
forward with your point. Go ahead. I'll be on mute.
Is that not weird? This is why no one truly listens to black women, because you guys just say a bunch of things, and then when
Here
you're
we
pressed
go.
on
Here we
one
go.
thing, you start saying a bunch of stupidness. I'm asking you, when do I often call you sweetheart? You could say yes or no. That's it. That's it, mammy. That's it. That's all you have to do. But instead, you go into this weird, oh my God, this is what they do. And see, he always does it. Like, you you realize questions to ponder, right? That CT, likes you, and I myself like you. Like I don't generally have a problem with you. I think you're okay. I mean, you ramble on and you get drunk and ramble on, but for the most part, I think you're kind of spot on about a lot of things that you say, right? And I think you're okay. You know, like I got no problem with you, but when you mention me accurately, because I am going to address you accurately. Now I understand that you want the J Princes to address you because those baboons cannot address you accurately. They're gonna do the nigger babble and go off into a whole bunch of other stuff. But I'm gonna ask you, you are saying I infantilize you. When did I infantilize you? You should be able to answer that since you're saying that I do. And and chaotic. You 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 should know that she should be able to just answer that, right? She should be able to say, "Here's the moment American man infantilized me." He should be able to answer that. But do you know why? Do you know why she won't? Because she just wants to carte blanche ramble about things and then pretend like she did not say it. But when you ask her to just emphasize or or give or just give one example. I want her to give one example of when I infantilized her. She doesn't want to do it. So questions to ponder. Please do not mention my name and I will never mention yours, okay? Because you are not worthy. So do not mention my name ever again and we will be
How
okay.
did we get so off topic?
Because she mentioned my name and just, nigger bitch babbled and 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 I have to address it. And so now I'm telling her, don't mention my name and we're fine. Because look, I'm telling you, most of the time I'm on your side, to be honest. You don't even realize it. When I'm sitting here questioning black men and constantly saying black men are weak, I don't see any of you around saying he's right. But as soon as I say one thing against black women, oh my God, he's killing all black women. Just don't mention me. That's it. Don't mention me because I don't stand with you people, and most of all, I don't stand with most black people, to be honest, because I don't like most of you Negroes. Most of you Negroes, I think, are trash, and I don't associate with you. I don't hang around you, and I don't permit my children to do it.
Strong
Me
opinions
from
there.
only coming in to respond to the topic. He said
No,
that
no, I'm
David
clowning
Banner.
you because
No,
you're crying like a
no.
woman.
Okay, this is a joke time. Man,
That's
can't
why.
sleepity.
We're listening to you. My ancestors were shitting in mouths. The
never
white
said that.
man
I
was
didn't say- I
coming
didn't say
and
my-
taking his
I didn't-
wife, and then an hour later taking me, and then at the same time you're gonna come up here and say you was a king.
Short bus Negroes.
American man. American man. I don't
Which
think
one
he
was
gets
it?
it.
This is the
It
short
can't
bus.
be
I
both.
don't think he gets it.
Chaotic. CT.
Like he doesn't get the lens you're looking at it from.
Did you ask?
Yes.
I know I taught you how to say ask. You like other dumb Negroes said ask. So I taught you how to say ask, right? So I'm asking you. This is why I know this is all a joke.
Is he your daddy?
Go ahead, buddy.
You asked the
Bro, you're
me
married
as
to a white woman. Just admit it.
Hold on, let him ask.
Did you finish the third grade?
Go ahead, Afro Nerd.
Same thing. So what I'm telling you is this: the topic of your show was David Banner, talking about slavery being 30 times worse than what has been depicted in Hollywood. My response was the Thistlewood story or his diary. You Negroes go off into Wonderland. You got the British side, Oliver Twist. Can I have another?
Why?
Can I have another, sir?
Hold on, let
You
him
got
finish.
all these clowns. You had Pennywise on here. this loose, wild black woman. This is a clown show. Howard Stern would be proud of you.
Hold on,
I'm talking
CT.
real stuff,
Let
real
me ask
stuff,
Afro
and
Nerd
Negroes
this.
are tap dancing as usual. This is a
Afro
clown
Nerd.
show.
Afro Nerd. Have you ever thought about something? You ever thought? Okay, so
I
history.
thought
right?
about
Let's think
how
about
these
history.
Negroes can be this
Hold
dumb
on, hold
in the
on, hold
21st
on.
century. That's
Hold
what I'm
on.
thinking
All right,
about.
all right.
How are you this silly in the 21st century? You
Let
got
me ask you something,
PlayStation,
Afro Nerd. Have you
Xbox,
ever thought about
air
history?
conditioning,
Hold on, hold
food
on,
in the
hold on, Afro
refrigerator,
Nerd.
and you're still tap dancing. Explain that.
Riddle me this. Riddle me this, Afro Nerd. So all your men were getting buck broken, right?
That shit in the mouth.
Right?
What,
And-
Gway?
No. Gway, please stop. Please.
That was beautiful, Gway. That was beautiful. Say that again.
And now hold on. All your men were getting buck broken, right? And Harriet Tubman, a 5'1" woman, was out killing the slave master, saving all you Negroes. That's the history that you're going with? That's what you're telling me, sir?
American Man. That's what we lost in American Man.
That
Yeah,
makes sense
funny.
to you?
Okay, can I respond to that?
So, no, hold on. I just want to paint the
That
picture.
Turner
right?
existed too.
I
You know,
just
Nat
want to
Turner
paint
did
the
some work
picture,
too.
right?
Go ahead.
Hold on.
I'm gonna play the silly game. Go ahead. It's a silly.
Let me paint the picture, right? So while your ancestors were being buck broken, so the white man, after he took his wife one night on Tuesday night,
What is this
he comes
story?
Wednesday night, right? He comes Wednesday night, takes the black man.
Go ahead, bro.
CT.
What-
No,
what
wait,
is
wait,
the
no, stop. CT. Whenever you get a chance, and this is very, very important, please check your DM on X. Please reply. Whenever you
Go
get the
ahead, bro.
chance, hopefully it is soon.
I got you. Yep.
All right. I need to talk with you. Probably gonna need to talk with Bob because there's something very important that needs to be discussed. All right. Y'all got it.
Go ahead.
No, I was asking what is the story that he's telling?
I have no idea.
And then says, now after I took you, because you have to shit afterwards, go shit in another black man's mouth. And Harriet Tubman was running trail in the middle of the night to save black men from this. And to you, this all adds up.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so this need to personalize it for me. I think it's very odd.
Did you catch
So I mentioned
that?
something. So if I talk about George Washington or Frederick Douglass or Paul Robeson, different fun. You kids have to joke because
There's no
cool.
I'm bringing it back. A lot of people
say that they're on egg and
Hear what you're saying.
what about
black
like
go ahead. The percentage of slaves got shitted in the mouth.
We're living off of this.
Guess what? Not really. No, not really. It worked that way. That's pretty good. So, I'm good. Believe it or not. This is the funny part. I just don't deal with you type of Negroes. So I'm just here for the shits and giggles.
I don't care.
I hear all
Black
the
men owe reparations. What you've never done on this panel as a black man,
you want different rules
any
for
account
just like the white racists in blackface.
You have to take
They
any
want this to go away, and that's fine.
Mind you,
Everybody
this is
else.
my 10 minutes.
Let me tell you something. There's such a thing called a state
This
law.
is my 10
state law.
minutes.
People collect money off
It is her 10 minutes. It is her 10 minutes.
Go ahead.
You have feminine.
No,
You have
it's
feminine.
always the same. They
No,
gonna
let
work
her go. Afro Nerd.
Talk too much like a woman. Shut up and listen. You are a real man. You would listen to what I'm saying as a woman. It's not attractive to hear your man or hear our men constantly complaining and crying about being oppressed by another group of men. Either build or shut up. That's just as simple as that. It's that simple. I don't know how many different ways I can spread that out into 10 minutes, but it's just unattractive and unappealing at this point. And it's very, very embarrassing to have a man that's constantly getting beat up every look and turn. He's getting beat up in the press, and he's not building, and he's not recovering from that. He wants to continuously stay in that spot where he's a victim so he can get attention. That's what it sounds like. If he's not a victim, he won't get any attention and he won't have to solve any problems. How can you grow like that? You can't grow like that. So I just don't like it.
Hey, real quick, I saw that Cooper Flag just went to Dallas. He's definitely about to get traded to. They're about to do an immediate trade to the Lakers. To the person who wrote that, ain't no way he's staying a Maverick.
There's no way you were kings and you were building all these pyramids and structures, and then you just became slaves, and you demand the same respect. You'll get king respect when you become kings again.
Trash.
Just told you that my family came over here as indentured servants.
All right, go ahead, guys.
TT, pause it. That was a trash take about Cooper Flag. Of course he's staying in Dallas.
You think so in Dallas? Really? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, why would he not? Right? Didn't they get Luca? Luca stayed in Dallas. Cooper Flag,
Luca's
right?
old
Dallas
though. He's
traded
old.
Luca away.
Okay. All right, all right.
Wait, did you say
How,
Luca's old?
how old is Luca, bro?
What is he like? 28 or something? 26?
Any?
That was a
Let's
trash
see.
take, bro. That was a
He's
trash.
26. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, wow. He's super young. Oh wow, he's 26. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, bro. You're out of line. Cooper Flag.
All right.
Listen, right? Cooper Flag is going to be in Dallas at least for 6 years.
$1 billion contract, man.
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
You think they're gonna trade Cooper Flag? Come on. You know why they're gonna keep Cooper? Because he's the guy that's gonna keep money rolling into the Texas basketball.
NBA? Yeah. And the NBA overall. I'm out of here, guys. Any last words?
Thank you for having me, CT. I need you to tell your mammies to stay off my back. Okay. I love them as black women, but I need them to stay off my back because when they're on my back, they're like a 30. They're like a 30-story New York City apartment building. You're too much. Okay, CT. So tell your mammy stay off my back. All right.
Sounds good.
They don't like what I say. Fuck them. There are people on the internet that does not like what they say, but they get to say it, and that's free speech.
All right.
Free,
Thank you so much.
right? Free speech is they get to say it, right? And no one likes it, which is fine, and everyone else gets to say things they don't like. That's what it is.
Sounds good,
So-
man. Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you, CT, and turn the AC on finally.
I will.
Please, my good brother.
Yep. Oh, ooh.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Hafiz, somebody get the fuck up out of here, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, how's it going? Well, I mean, you guys have been going for a very
Real
long.
quick, MW with the $5 PayPal says, you ever notice how most of the black men on here are married to black women, while sisters besides SBU, all right, security boss, are single with non-black men? It's okay to have expectations of black men, but which of their husbands run industries? MW, so to you, thanks so much for the PayPal. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, guys.
All right, can you hear me? Yeah, I think I'm
Yeah.
come through. Look, dude, I listened to the beginning of the night when that guy like really upset you and you went all CT on him.
Yeah.
What was I forgot his name? The one with the fuzzy camera.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. He really got under your skin, man. Normally, you know, you're all cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah,
but,
I know, right?
but you know, during that whole period, you went off on the Arabs a lot. You were like just these Arabs poisoning the.
Very dude. I was very dude. I'm a racist. I'm sorry.
That was that was
yeah. I'm a racist. I'm sorry, but
But-
but it's not that. I like individual people, right?
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's just that you know, as far as I always thought it was the Indians that ran the 7-Elevens, but I guess in your area it must be all the Arabs.
Yes,
Those,
Arabs.
you went balls deep on the Arabs.
I don't like the fact that Arabs have like they have their pet nigger. I don't like that shit. I'm be honest with you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So what's the thing is, do you feel your Nigerian heritage is holding you back as an American? Because that guy was making out as if he was some kind of a different species to you, man.
No,
The way he was talking, like as if he wasn't even like you weren't even like human. Like holy shit.
No, not at all. Go ahead. But go ahead. Go ahead.
He keeps separating himself. I don't know. I find it really really fascinating how the American blacks are desperate. The FBAs are so desperate to separate themselves from from the continent, and yet at the same time they still refer to it in sort of a motherland kind of thing. And when it comes to historical African achievements, they run right to Egypt straight away. Uh, but at the same time, when it actually comes to discussing, you know, the African continent uh, with uh, with their own, you know, born American blacks, they want to separate, and yet they want to take the credit for the good stuff. I noticed they just want to take all the credit for anything good that happened in Africa. Somehow they did that, but then at the same time, oh no, we have nothing to do with Africa. But Sexy Black, she's actually an African, a black American who actually went and lived in Africa, and she's enjoying the luxuries and the facilities of South Africa. And I mean, I don't know. Has she ever reported to you that she faced any kind of
No.
bigotry in South Africa from like the South African blacks? Are they? Oh, somebody said something.
No, no, go ahead. Face, go ahead, bro.
Does she feel that she's like segregated or separated? The South African blacks treat her somewhat differently? I mean, because the funny thing is, although she's black and she's in Africa, she's not South African, is she? She's still an American in South Africa. She's still separated. I still sense that she's not, you know, it's not like I've come home kind of thing. She's a foreigner in another country. In fact, she would be more considered more American if she was back in the US. The irony of it all. Uh, but I don't know. I know it just seems weird. And I also have a lot of well, I have reserves or concerns about the fact that people pick on Question to Ponder the way they do. Question to Ponder never really freaks out. She's always got a good tonality. She speaks well. She's no, oh, I'm out. Yeah, she seems like a very well measured individual. What have you done, Question to Ponder, to piss these people off in such a way that they attack you so often?
Go
I
ahead.
never figured it out. I never seen you directly attack anyone. I don't think she's with us. She might not be there.
No,
I
right
don't know.
here, Hafez. I'm listening to everything you said. Thank you very much.
Yeah, because you don't seem like an offensive individual. You seem polite and measured, and you know you speak your mind. You seem to know quite a bit about certain topics. Why is it? What's this mammy thing they keep calling you? What have you done in your past? Have you got skeletons in your closet that we don't know about? What
I
have you
can, I
done to
can
these
answer
men?
your question. I can answer your question. It happens in my real life as well. I can answer your question.
Go for it. Go for it. Tell me why is it that these men are so threatened by you, or just generally seem that? I mean, because to me, they say attack is sometimes the best form of defense. It could be that they're attacking you because they're defending themselves against something, but I don't see you attacking them. So what are they so defensive about?
Well, it happens in my real life as well. The way I speak.
You said no.
They gave up on Afro Nerd and
Oh,
you come
yeah,
with
yeah.
the same energy. And
Oh,
you came with,
okay,
come
I'll
with the
take. You're
same
playing
energy and they have no
videos.
answer for you.
We can hear all the video. Oh, go ahead.
Answer your
Question.
question, Hafez. It's the way that I speak and the things that I say. People get very, very threatened. They're either I'm a lot of people are very kind to me in the live chat and very supportive. But I came to the realization, I came to the conclusion to be liked is to be hated. The same reason people like me and my personality and the things I say is the exact same reason why they despise me. It's the exact, and it gets worse, Hafez, once people actually see me because the voice doesn't match the look. And people get very, very angry to the point people become very violent and abusive. Jay Prince actually, he basically confirmed it a few days ago. He said whenever he sees a very, very, very dark skinned Black woman and they speak, with a high pitched voice, in other words, quote unquote, talk white, he wants to inflict violence against them. Like like it made
He
it
wants to.
like
that
Really?
that triggers him that much that he wants to like beat
Yeah.
up a person that has like because you don't. I mean, when it's quote unquote white, the way you guys mention it, is it? So basically, you don't talk like Jasmine Crockett, or you don't have
Jasmine is proper.
Ebonics.
Jasmine has my background. Jasmine is proper. Jasmine is just behaving the way she does because she's getting paid to behave the way she does. But
But
she has a very similar background that I have.
yeah,
Like
because
says, I went to school, actually went to school with a number of Persian girls. I never attended public school. Like I grew up in a very different situation. And my parents, they themselves also attended very small Catholic schools.
mm,
So I have a very different experience than many Black people. Some Black people, yes, like Clarence Thomas, but other Black people, no. So when they see me and they hear me, they become very, very angry. So like growing up, I had a few issues with non-Black people, but generally it was a good experience, very good experience. Plus, I was always promoted in school. Like I speak with confidence and assurance, and I have the tone, the way that I speak, and it just makes a lot of people very, very, very angry, very angry. With women, they become violent. With men, they threaten violence. So I had to be very careful how I move.
but
And it's
why do
no,
you why what is it about the fact that you because to me you just speak very proper, you enunciate well, you just have a very good you don't use eubonic kind of language, you don't say you know what I mean like every other word, you have a very proper, I would say, upper middle class accent, especially coming from a British sort of background. Uh, so
yeah, the
what
very
is it
light
that this instigates such visceral reaction in the black community?
Hafez, I worked for a company that you are familiar with. It's based in the UK, in the city of London.
Mm.
And I actually got this job because the Brits like my accent. And they never met me. They just like the way that I speak. And so
Mm.
they just took a liking to me. So
Yeah, you
think
have
about
your
that.
voice.
British people like me, then imagine other people, Americans, when they hear me and like I'm a Black woman who doesn't match the way I'm supposed to look. And then on
Is
top of that,
Sound
I
like
do make
Siri.
it, and I do make it, and I'm well read because I'm educated by the
mm,
Japanese and I'm well read. So it pisses people off. It just makes
is it
people.
is it they think you're above them? Do they feel a sense of inferiority or
I do
is
100%. Yeah, you think you're better. You think you're better. Oh yeah. I've heard term like there's and CT knows what I'm talking about. Hasta diddy, uppity, you talk white, you act white. So it immediately just and I've never left anywhere. I'm here. So just because I just come off very, very different. Plus, I'm taller and then I have a look. So I don't come off, I don't come off Black. It's like a false dichotomy, like I'm lying to people. Like I don't look the way that I speak. Like people like borderline, they think that I'm a false reality, like I'm lying to them.
mm, like you're putting this on? Oh,
Right.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah. No, it's not even so much they put because they know it's real. It just makes them very, very, very angry. And like I mentioned, I generally receive a very positive reaction from people, especially how I look. I do get very positive reaction, but there's always going to be one person, and that one person will raise hell. Like they will just become fixated on me, and they spend their time just like trying to,
Take you down.
yeah, and it will just be one person. Yeah, so I've definitely experienced that. So I just keep to myself and I just focus on work because at least this helps me get paid how fast. And I'm in the industry and it helps me get paid.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I mean, it's fine, getting paid because I think your voice would actually you could do voiceovers for like AI stuff or like enterprise or like a sat nav. To be honest, that would that would come down really well. But what I mean is, you don't come across. I mean, I don't think so. At least I don't take it as condescending or facetious. I mean, I'm sarcastic all the time. British, we have very dry
I
sense
come
of
off
humor.
happy. I come off happy. Like that's how I want to
Yeah,
be.
you don't even come across as passive aggressive. I
No,
don't know
that
what.
it's the happiness that pisses people off. Like I'm supposed to like I'm a black woman. I'm supposed to be angry and bitter and I want to fight people and I want to make excuses. I just that's not me. I like to be sunshine.
Asmar Cat says, "Why no husband?" That's very
I
inappropriate.
genuinely, I genuinely just want to be like a happy girl and just be dressed and be happy and just literally be like sunshine. I personally feel very, very blessed, especially with my upbringing. And I understand
Mm.
that not everybody receives that. So I do put myself in positions where people take advantage of me because they know I'm like an easy target. And then, and then and then what that one person will just spread hell, Hafez. They will spread hell. They really do. So I say,
I
I
don't.
mean, that's why I'm in your industry. Like you see, you're in IT. I work in IT because there's few women and it's results oriented. Like I mean, you know this, Hafez.
Yeah, yeah.
The whole point of tech is like you have to produce, like you have to produce a solution. Like people are using the product that you create, and that's where I stay. I don't want to get into like politics and doing tasks. As long as I stay in a problem solving environment where I use my talents to solve problems and ensure the solution moves in perpetuity, then I do well. So
Mm.
usually I don't even say anything, Hafez, because people see me and that already causes trouble. But then when I start talking, oh my God, Hafez, people just stare at me, follow me around. It's the craziest
I don't.
existence. Oh my
I
God.
just. I just. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about your looks because obviously I don't. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
don't
you
even
look like, but
JP scared the hell out of me.
but I just think
Oh, JP.
sometimes it seems a bit unwarranted, the level of vitriol and attacks that you seem to get. I mean, people are saying, "Oh, I'm simping for you." I'm not doing this as a simping. It's just this is the first time I've actually had an opportunity to actually talk to you, like one on one. That's why I'm like getting all of this out now because God knows the next time I see you on the panel, there's like 10 other people yapping away. There's hardly ever really any chance to talk. But I just, it just seems to come across as incredibly like unfair the way you get attacked for, and you give very little back. Like even when you're being attacked, you don't roast the person the way they are.
I think
Yeah, I thought so. I thought he was finishing the show, but then again, he just then put us back on. I just like to everyone to know that I am Ayatollah Hafez now, Ayatollah Rahullah Hafiz the first. I will be returning to Iran once all this is over, and I will, take my position as the supreme leader, uh, the position that I deserve to be. So just you're looking at the future of Iran with the new reign of Hafiz, the supreme leader. Hafiz the supreme is in fact is going to be my title. That's how I'm gonna make them refer to me only, or just the dear leader.
Sounds good. All right. Well,
Hafiz, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, look. I say this is the only time I had the opportunity to talk to you one on one, and it just seemed really unfair. I don't know the background because I know a lot of people come from other channels and other beefs that they've had. Maybe that's why they attack you. That's what I thought. Maybe you're getting
No,
attacked
no,
because of that.
no. I don't come from other channels. I generally just stay here. I'm just here.
Mm.
I'm just here. I don't go to other channels. Any other channel I go to, it's only through here. But no, it's just here. I'm here all the time.
So yeah, I'm sorry for the chat if this was boring, but it was just something I needed to ask, and this was my only opportunity because I don't see you questioned upon the anywhere else or any other opportunity. So thank you, CT. I know you're tired. One other thing, I was very curious about American Man who said that how is it that you are getting buck broken in the morning, but then Harriet Tubman is able to save you? Did you guys notice that all these big, strong black men, all these big, strong black men, uh, having need this frail little woman, Harriet Tubman, to actually rescue them from the evils of the ranch. I don't, yeah, the farm, whatever. It, I guess the black men of the yesteryear were built different, right? They must have they couldn't have
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
they couldn't have been built the way they are now because clearly the way if they were built now, I mean, hey, if some white dude tells them to pick that cotton, they'll just crush his skull in.
They would kill him. Yeah.
Are you flexing? Is that what you're doing? Are you flexing every so often?
No, you're good, man. Go ahead, bro. I'm listening to you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You seem to be flexing. You want to get a couple of dumbbells or some bags of sugar or something? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
get a pump
Good.
in just to make sure that
Good.
it's all tight. Get
I
that
will see you
vein
guys
going.
tomorrow, bro. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, well, go ahead. Go
Peace
ahead.
out.
Peace.
Peace out.
Peace, bro.
I'm out.
Thank you so much. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Can't hear you, bro.
thank you so
Go
much
ahead,
for hosting
Kirsty.
again, CT.
I did what?
Thank you again for hosting, as usual.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yep.
Excellent host. Great discussions, and yeah, have yourself a good evening.
You as well, bro. Questions to ponder, man. I will be back tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.
Chaotic. Friendly reminder to everyone when this whole tether babble nonsense, you have someone like Paul Robeson, who was the grandchild of a slave. He spoke the African tribal language of his people. So he spoke English, and his family is Igbo,
Yep.
which is yeah. And he spoke and he learned the language. He was born in Princeton, New Jersey, so he was technically FBA, African American, and Black American. He was, I mean, he played the trombone. He was a black activist. He really, really stood tall in his blackness, and the Soviets liked him as well. And he received an award in Soviet Russia, in the Soviet Union, which was given to him by W.E.B. Du Bois, educated man. I just say that because how this kind of makes a point, this separation. The white people, Europeans, Irish Americans, they love the Irish. The English, Anglo, they love the UK. Germans love Germany. You've never heard any white person speak ill about Germans or Germany ever.
Yep.
But there's such hostility amongst black people here and in the continent and the islands. And we all come from the Commonwealth now, the British Empire, now Commonwealth. Everyone speaks English. But there's always no this tether. It's getting old, CT. You know that.
Yep, I do.
What does this matter? Like, you literally have the exact same background, if technically, except not being European, as like well over 90% of every black person in the United States. Shannon Sharp is like 98% Nigerian, and he's from Arkansas, and he's
Yep.
generation. He very well could be your uncle.
He could be. Yeah, he could. Yeah.
Yeah, Godfrey even made that joke, like, you're more Nigerian than me. And we all know where and Shannon Sharp is from Arkansas. Like, he's generation. So this whole tether nonsense. Like, half of this live is that, what was that? Dude from the beginning, who I do believe is sleeping with his landlord. I'm not even going to hate on her. I mean, hey, because a lot of white women love black men. So
Yeah.
they do. And on top of that, you have this American man, an Afro nerd, just repeatedly telling you that you don't have this standing, like they're Nishidians, like that you don't have the standing, when you literally have the exact same bloodline, just plus or minus Dutch, Anglo DNA. But it all comes from the exact same area in Africa, one area which is the slave port. Even the white people who are white passing, who have 1 to 3% black DNA, they also come from the port of Benin. All of them.
Hello. Yeah.
All of them. So these white people who are 1% or 3%, when they do DNA ancestry, because I watch these, they all come from like Togo, Benin. Everybody, and that we all know that's slavery. So like, come on, like this is getting ridiculous. You're not a.
You are correct, and thank you so much.
See you tomorrow. It's Friday. See you tomorrow.
Yep. Oh yeah. American Man, I'm out, bro.
Dude.
American Man, I'm out, bro.
Main character syndrome at its best.
All right.
You clearly want attention, American Man. What do you want me to do for you? What would you like? American Man. You want me to grab your
people lie on me?
American Man, what
I lied on you?
Want? American Man, you clearly want attention. What is it that you're clearly wanting, American Man? Tell the panel. Tell the live chat. What are you desiring, American Man? What are you seeking, American Man?
Okay, sweetheart, can I tell you?
All right, guys.
No, no, I don't want to know.
If you would just go in the kitchen and make a sandwich and
All right. Thanks. Any last words, American Man? Go ahead, buddy.
CT, I tell you you're not black. I mean, and you just let it go on.
I'm just chilling, bro.
CT,
I didn't say anything.
I've been your supporter. How long?
For years, but I didn't say anything. But go ahead.
No, CT. I get you didn't say anything, right? I get that. But you just let people lie on me and just say anything they want. You just. That's what you do. You just let them say, "American man said CT killed 10 babies." You're just like, "Oh, okay."
No, well, I would stop. Yeah, obviously. But yeah, come on.
Like, is that what we're doing, CT? Like, people could just lie on me at any moment, and you're just like, let it go. Listen, sir, go ahead, CT, flex your muscles.
I'm ready to leave, bro. I'm good to go, man.
Go ahead, you fat fuck. All right, go ahead.
I am.
Go ahead. I am.
All right. I see you guys. Tomorrow, bro. All right, bro. Thank you so much, man. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Peace.
This is the Nürburgring in Germany, the longest and most terrifying racetrack in the world. It twists and turns for 13 miles through the Eifel Mountains. It's so vast that entire villages nestle in its midst.
The Top Gear test track has 8 corners. Silverstone, which is a big Grand Prix circuit, has 12 corners. The Nürburgring has 147 corners.
Over the years, this track has claimed more than 200 lives. Despite this, though, anyone can drive round it. You roll up with your own car or bike, pay €14, and off you go.
So how long do you think it would take me to learn my way around here?
50 laps, roughly, to know which way it goes.
Yeah.
And then the rest of your life to actually learn it.
This chap who was disabled and drove with hand controls offered to show me round.
Your car's too slow, man.
If you really know the track, and you're a professional racing driver, and you have a Ferrari Enzo, you can get round here in around 8 minutes.
Now, what I'm going to try and do is get the Jag Diesel round in 10 minutes. Doesn't sound like much, but I do have several problems, only one of which is the Arga under the bonnet. I don't know my way around this track at all. It's a complete mystery. It rained last night, so it's very slippery out there. And I'm afraid I was out last night with Johnny Vegas, so I'm not feeling all that fresh.
To help me get my diesel round this place, I have a teacher, Sabine Schmitz. She was born in the village of Nuremberg and knows the track better than anyone else alive today.
I'm so nervous. I have no idea where this track
At
goes.
the moment, it's quite easy. Okay, and now accelerate, accelerate, accelerate,
it's a corner!
accelerate! It's not really a corner.
It's a huge corner! How many times have you been round this track?
15,000 laps, maybe.
Kidding.
Yeah. And
Somebody's
there is a
coming up.
golf coming.
I know, yeah, I'm going to let him go.
Turn in now.
Now.
Perfect.
And you were how old when you first came round here?
What?
You were how old when you first
3
came
years,
round?
maybe.
You were 3?
Yeah.
Now what? What now? I'm breaking.
Straight.
Oh, God.
Very good. Now stay left. Turn in. Ooh.
Turn that bloody traction control off. You turn it off.
No, really? Here's 2 meters. Here's a cow.
For God's sake, woman!
Turn in. Stay left, 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 left. What's that? I told you stay left.
I was
turn in.
ignoring you. I'm a man.
I think it will be hard work to get your attention.
This is so. You don't think I can do 10 minutes? This is my first lap.
It will take years. Don't brake so much.
Is this the carousel?
Yeah, now the carousel is coming. Turn in more later. Ugh. Your driving style is really funny.
Why? Tell me what to do.
Turn. No, don't brake. Oh, a girl overtook you. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I'm not feeling proud.
Finally, we came to the scaffold bridge, which is the finishing line.
Okay, how quick was that, do you reckon?
15.
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
And I have to average 78 miles an hour. Average 78.
Average 78.
Which is... I'm not entirely certain that's doable.
Doable or not, it was time for my first solo flight.
Right, coming up to the start. And ready, steady, go.
My reporting skills immediately went to pieces. Everything was just a blur.
I'd love to be able to give you some decent commentary here about what's going on, but I just don't know. I've got a bike up my chassis. Actually, whoa, God, that back keeps kicking out under braking. Feel a bit sick. Oh my God. I've got an average 78. I haven't even reached 78 at this point. I don't know where I am. I don't know what's happening.
The track all looks the same. You never have any idea what's coming up next and what speed you should be going.
When will it end? God. That's it. My time's up. It's beeping away now to tell me I've done the 10 minutes. 16 seconds over, 18 seconds, 20 seconds. Coming up to the bridge again. Coming out, ready to stop it, and 10:26. Absolutely everybody here was faster than me.
Yes, that's true.
Do you think I'm going to be able to get round in 10 minutes?
No.
Don't sugarcoat it like that. Tell me straight.
You're not 100% talent-free, but 80%.
80% talent-free. Right. Oh, that's the wrong gear. And I don't know where I am. God. Exactly.
He's coming.
My second lap was even slower, but I had a pretty good excuse all lined up for teacher. It's a nightmare. There was there was this tiger.
Yeah?
And it leapt out. And it was going for these school children, so I had to stop. I had to save the school children's life. But although the lap times were going in the right direction, my luck wasn't. Oh, God. Cocky. Going to overtake one of the home motorcyclists here. So get out of the way, sonny boy. God, this is quick. It is very quick now. 120. But then, as I was coming up to the famous Adnow Bridge... Whoa, we've got an accident. He's gone in. Oh, God, it's the disabled guy in the Z3. I hope he's okay. He was, but I wasn't. I just couldn't hook up one good lap, and it turned out I wasn't alone.
I learned it on a computer game on the Xbox, and it's what it didn't realise was the gradients, the bumps, the bits where you're getting the bars shaking because you're thinking you're on a perfect straight bit of road, and you wind it on, and it's like, oh my God! It wasn't like that in the game.
Because I brought a diesel to try and get around in 10 minutes, which... As the sun was setting on the final lap of the day, though, it looked like I'd make it. This was a hot one. This is the trouble. You start to get cocky. You start to think you might know it. Get out of the way, bikes! Get a car and some proper clothes, for God's sake. I'm a man on a mission here. The trouble was that after just one day, I didn't know it at all. I'm off the road. I'm off the bloody road. Whoa, yes, but I'm back on again. Oh, God, look at this Golf. Look at the state of this Golf. I think there's a guy who lives here. God, that was quick through that. 110 miles an hour through that bit. Despite the off, despite being overtaken by a Golf, I was still on for a good time. But then, disaster. It's gone. I've got no power, got no drive. Restricted performance. Got an engine management problem. I really, really thought I was going to crack it on this lap. Why have you broken down? Why won't you work? Unfortunately, in the morning, the weather was terrible. I decided to go out anyway and see what I could learn, but all I learned was, when it's wet, avoid the curves. Soon, though, it dried out and I began once again to pick up speed. What? Brake. Turn in, clip the apex, let it run wide. I was feeling pretty good and felt sure that Sabine would be pleased with my progress as well.
He looks a little bit lazy behind the steering wheel.
Turn in late. Ah, too soon. Oh, damn and blast.
Like he can do everything. He's the best driver the world has ever seen. The Michael Schumacher from Britain, maybe. But I think he isn't.
Listen, love, Michael Schumacher doesn't use a diesel, whereas I am using a diesel and time is running out, so I've got to forget about being on the telly and go for it. Start the clock. This really is, I suppose, a bit like golf. Play it once and you're destined to spend the rest of your life fruitlessly chasing perfection. It's a disease I shall call ringworm, and I have it very, very badly. Out the way, I'm much quicker than you now. Look, that didn't cost too much time. Oh, missed it. sure this corner's flat out. And this is it. Brake and then brake after the hill. Done it. Whoa, God. With 10 miles gone, there'd been no breakdowns, no accidents, so maybe, just maybe... Here we go. Whoa, losing the back a bit in. I went up to go louder, lost his ears. Whoa, will I lose mine? I've never felt more alive than I am now. Yes, 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 yes. Bit of dust there. Now, first lap, I remember the beeper was going here in the mini carousel. As it is, I've got 30 seconds left, probably another, I don't know, 6 corners to go. None of which I can remember. From 120 miles an hour. Oh, come on, come on. No, there's the end. There's the end. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I did it! I did it! A 9:59! Yes! Yes! I did it! I did a 9:59! Where is Sabine?
Any vehicle books? Of course not.
Oh, you want a
Bob's
guarantee, huh? Well, maybe you should try Shamway.
Bob's the gun trader, right, chat? At least I hope Bob's the damn gun trader. We kind of compass on the map. Wouldn't do it. I was trying to track the mission, but it wouldn't do it. I don't know why it's not showing up. What do I need for the mini bike? The chassis. Yeah, we got the handlebars, we got the engine, we got the tires, we just need a chassis. But I need some more vehicle books. So I'm hoping that we can probably hit some mailboxes. But yeah, it's the only thing we need right now. Under quest.map. Oh, gotcha. Twin bow quality 4. Already got a crossbow quality 1 though. Oh, Robert, you know I appreciate you finding any time, brother. Finding any time to come hang out, dude. I hope everything's all good, dude. Yeah, the acquisition of vehicle books has just been rough. So I'm hoping that. So I think we only need 5 more. Yeah, 5 more books. Find more books by putting a point into vehicles. Didn't I already put a point into vehicles? What is it, Grease Monkey? No, we didn't, yeah. That'll probably help a lot. I've already done what we needed to do, bio. So to get into the new biome, we had to kill a bunch of the biome specific infected. We had to craft up the biome smoothie, do some looting. And, you got to spend like 20 minutes in the biome, and then now we can go into the desert. Yep, we already completed that. Now we don't have to worry about burning up. Whew. Hell of a fucking ravine right there. Go. This place is actually quite big. It's very vacant though, very barren. Looks like there might be a town off over that way.
Good to see you're still kicking. What can I get you? I'm prouder than a peacock that you got that job done. Good job.
Bob's nice, chat. Bob's nice.
I got machines that'll make your heart skip a beat.
Oh, he's got some of the mini bike stuff. Of course, he doesn't have a fucking mini bike chassis, because why would he? Damn it, Bob. He doesn't have guns. Vehicle book? Yes, he does have one. I got food on me. I got some meat here. But I did buy a little bit of extra bacon and eggs just to make sure we're good.
Well, holy shit. I knew you were gonna buy something.
Dude, it's way nice. Oh, 2 more vehicle books, baby? That means we need what? That means we need what? 1 more? 2 more. 2 more vehicle books. All right. Let's see what kind of job he has. Hexagon Hideaway, Streets Terrace, Sinkhole House, Canyon Gift Shop, Diner, Shady Square Shop. All of these are infested. I'm not trying to fuck with any of that, dude. But we're
I
gonna
should
mess
have
with
some
this one.
work. Well, that's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
Do I like Indian food? Yeah, for sure. I mean, I haven't really had any kind of food that I don't really enjoy. I got a very varied palate. But we had a before we moved last year, the wife was really busy with my son, like hockey and things like that, and I was streaming constantly. Um, so we kind of needed help around the house, just like with helping the kids with their homework and just kind of like cleaning up and stuff. So my wife actually got this college girl. She was from India. Her name is Thasia. To kind of like cook dinner and help out around the house for like a few months. And it worked. It was really awesome. She was really, really nice. And she cooked us a bunch of like Indian meals and stuff like that. And they were awesome. You have a fully working base and separate horde base in each biome is fucking crazy. Bates Motel. Oh, that's a really high level POI. This is actually a pretty high level POI too. Sleep movies for free. You're a bitch. Oh, we gotta start the damn mission. Bring 4 nomad boots. Those bad boys. is under a house? Fuck is this place? Wondering how this little ass Magoo Game, thank you so much for the raid, dude. How you doing tonight? I'm surprised because when we first seen the house, like, how the hell is this like such a high tier POI? Now it makes sense with this whole underground freaking bunker area. But everybody came over on the raid. Hey, welcome, Magoo. Hope you're having a good night tonight, dude. Yeah, every now and again, Balti, the raid message will actually come through. 9 times out of 10, though, I never get it. Slager, what's going on, dude? Yo, revenge for Lou for sure. Damn it, Zombie, you ruined my fucking audio. Nerf. pops up on the viewer app or in the browser. Yeah, I only watch through Studio, Mugu, so I don't even have my, I don't ever see what the viewers see. But again, I hope you're having a good night tonight, brother man. We're hoping for some good loot here. Baseball bat. Come on, dude. Why you gotta be like this? Ratchet? Is that better than the hammer? I think that does the same thing as the hammer, right? Just better? Maybe? Clear out these 2 rooms real quick. Oh, maybe a wrench. Yeah, maybe it's a better version of the wrench. That makes more sense. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Yeah, right now we're just we're trying to clear out some POIs, explore the new desert biome that we just unlocked. So we're seeing how this is going so far. So far, it's pretty good, man. I do got this gun. So now these safes, you guys, I said I could break into with a pickaxe, right? 5,000. Stamina's kicking ass right now. So, you know, when in doubt, break the damn thing. Like, who needs lockpicks, chat? Oh yeah, this is just a new update for the base game, Maguis, the 2.0 update. All vanilla, yeah, no mods. Got it. Chris said, damn, made me a RuneScaper after that one-off stream. That damn, Chris, for real? Yo, RuneScape's awesome though, man. I've been having a bug lately. Like, it's been not for RuneScape, but for World of Warcraft. Like, it happens to me every few months. I get the WoW bug, and I want to freaking jump on and start freaking questing and running some dungeons and shit, but I don't even have the time to work, let alone, you know, some optional shit like that. We all know nobody wants to watch me play World of Warcraft. Whatever. I played World of Warcraft on the main channel, Balti, not that long ago, actually. Right? Well, no, I can't say not that long. It was a while ago. It was back when the new expansion dropped. The no, I don't even think. I think it was the Dragon Isles one or whatever one's out right now. I think it was the one after the Dragon Isles. I don't know. Whatever expansion's out right now, I started playing. This just keeps going, dude. What the fuck? We already completed the mission, though, so all this is additional. Yeah, you definitely got it. If you never played 7 Days, if you're into these type of games, definitely worth a go. For sure, in my opinion. Chess, so you're telling me this is not a good horde base? Like, being this deep? There's no way the zombies are getting down here. Oh, they're definitely getting down here. I chopped this whole motherfucking leg off, bro. Yeah, there's no story or anything like that. That was actually one of my main gripes. I always felt like the 7 Days needed some kind of story. I feel like all these survival games need a storyline to drive them forward. And I stand by that, chat. Every sandbox survival game, whether that be 7 Days to Die, Humanity, freaking all of them, Rust, any of these sandbox survival games, they need to be structured like Sons of the Forest. There it is. If they were all structured like Sons of the Forest, they'd be fine, because there's that main narrative that kind of drives the progression. But then at the same time, you don't have to stick to the main narrative. Even games like Green Hell, Stranded Deep, those games have a narrative that drive them forward, especially Green Hell. But you don't have to. You can still just live in the simulation, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there is still that strong narrative, that story that you're going beat by beat by beat, and you're pushing through to like an overall goal. And like those are in my opinion, I think Sons of the Forest, Green Hell, Stranded Deep are like some of the best games to do it because of those stories. I'm not saying it's easy to write a story, Kanan. No, I'm not at all. But if you're gonna make a video game and you want it to have longevity or like attract people that are gonna like not get super bored with it and make your game feel, you got to have some kind of story. Like even look at State of Decay 2 compared to State of Decay 1. a lot of people complained because they got rid of the story. And then State of Decay 1 or State of Decay 2 felt more repetitive, even though State of Decay 1 is easily the more repetitive game. It's only one map. It made State of Decay 2 feel even more repetitive and less cinematic because there was no story to drive it. But again, yeah, you look at any of the best of the survival games in the genre, and they all have stories. Okay, World of Warcraft is very, very good, man. It's interesting. You guys just don't want to see it. Yeah, I know I could ride through the river. I didn't know if I could ride through the river like this kind of river, though. Like, this one's crazy deep. And I'm going... Oh. Yeah, see, now we're fucked. We're going slow as shit. But I really can't speak bad on the games because I advocate for the same thing. It's like it's just not my thing, so I can't sit here and say it's bad. Some people don't want stories; they just want to farm POIs and build horde bases and endlessly farm resources and just keep building and building, and then when they get bored, they just start all over again. And obviously 7 Days to Die is one of the biggest, zombie sandbox games. So obviously people enjoy the game, and they do multiplayer and they create their own stories and stuff like that. So I can't sit here and say this is not a successful formula because it obviously is. It's just, I guess at the end of the day, not my thing, 100%. Like, I love the game.
So what,
I'm having
right
a blast
there was some
playing
good
it.
work. Here is your reward.
But yeah, if I could choose for the game to have a story or not, I would definitely prefer it to have a story of some sort. Yeah, we filled up quick, dude. Oh. All of them, all infested, chat.
Getting your hands dirty? Well, alrighty then.
Manor Lords? I looked into playing Manor Lords. I actually wanted to play it. It was early access, and I had a couple of people that were like, hey, just kind of wait, like, for it to be a little more fleshed out. So I was like, oh, okay. Chat. I feel like we do need to set up another base. Having to run this loot all the way up every single time is kind of frustrating. No, we definitely did not beat No Sekiro. We did alright last night, but we didn't beat it. Yeah, Magoo, it kind of just depends, though. I mean, there's some games that don't have stories that are fun. So, and that's, I guess that's like my main thing is I don't think games without stories are not fun. I just think games without stories lack. I get bored with them really quick. So like if there's a game, let's just say that's like 7 Days to Die, right? And let's just say there's 100 hours worth of gameplay in 7 Days to Die. Like if before you're like quote unquote end game, before you unlock every biome, you have a horde base, whatever. Let's just say it takes 100 hours to get to that point. And then you have, on the other hand, a story game, let's just say The Witcher 3, right? That takes 100 hours to beat. All the side quests, all the missions. So we have the two games, obviously the two different kind of games, but just hear me out. I would never, and I'm telling you guys straight up, I would never be able to put 100 hours into this game. Straight out. I guarantee after about 30 to 40 hours, I'd be bored. I'd be over it. I would have completed pretty much everything I would have wanted to do in probably less time. I'd say maybe 25, 30 hours of this game, and I would be good. I could easily play The Witcher 3 100 hours and then do it again. You know what I mean? I'd be able to do it twice and do another playthrough, making different decisions. You know what I mean? I would never be able to put the same amount of time that I would be able to put into a game with a story than like a repetitive, any like Ark, any of those repetitive sandbox games. I just get bored of them really quick. So I'm hoping what I'm going to do here, guys, is we're going to set up a little temporary, like, storage area here. No, I don't mean like game to game comparison. I just meant the type of game. Like any game with a story, I can put a significant amount of time into because there's something there. There's a narrative that's keeping me engaged. You know what I mean? Compared to something like this, it's like once you've hit 30 POIs, you've hit them all. For the most part, it's not like they're going to be much different from one to the other. This is so annoying that these don't line up like that. I might actually have to change this. It's going to bother me. Okay, so can you just like pick this up? How do you pick it up? You gotta break it. Yeah, Project Zomboid's one of the. Let me see. I think we gotta break it once you plan it. Oh, you need a land clean block to pick things up. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, why the fuck did that? You know what? That makes sense. So I was sitting there. I was like, why the hell can't I pick these back up? Okay, so these are just going to be like loot drops. So we don't have to run all the way back to base like every single time. It's going to be kind of frustrating to do that over and over and over again. Because, yeah, we are starting to get a little far away. Now these don't like despawn on me, right, chat? But when you can hit the same POIs. See, this game doesn't have stealth though, because no matter how stealthy your character is, the zombies always go active at the POI, regardless of how quiet you are, and then they beeline straight for you. Yeah, so that's we're gonna set these up here. It's right next to the trader. I feel like it'll be good. I wonder if I get enough speed. We can just zip right through this freaking water here. Oh, so that's cool. He could just shoot fucking bugs into the water. Like, that makes sense. Damn, 3 point. That was a lot of infection we just got hit with. Holy shit. We gotta try to see if we can get some honey. Back at base, I do have antibiotics, but no damn tree stumps around there. So it's nighttime now, which is gonna suck even more because this POI is infested, which means that this is a pretty good size. A lot of big buildings here. And I'm not gonna make it. Where's my bedroll? All the way back at my original base. Really hoping we'd find a frickin' tree stump. But now we're already over that 5%. It's a pretty good sized town. Holy shit, these buildings are huge. issue is I don't have a whole lot of ammo. That's a peril. I know for a fact, guys, I'm like 900% sure that when we get into this place, there's going to be the greens. Roll. I don't even know how to make one of those. So all you gotta do is put it down. I don't have to like, don't punch it, bro. What the fuck? Why is there so many? Resident Evil 7 was a pretty decently scary game. It was actually one of the things I was so upset about with the Resident Evil 8 is that they nerfed the scariness because people said that the 7 was too scary. I'm like, what? Bro, how do you make, like, what? Well, I feel like Resident Evil 7, like the first like half of the game was where it was at. I'd say like the second half of the game, it kind of became something different. It wasn't really all that. It wasn't the same. Like the vibe didn't feel the same. It wasn't as scary. Didn't have the same anything. And then Resident Evil 8 was just not scary at all. Like, at all. Yeah, I mean, Resident Evil 8 was fun. It was a good shooter, but they just, I don't know that, I don't know. It was just, they turned it into more of a shooter, like an action game. Kind of the same thing with like Resident Evil 5. Like, I feel like Resident Evil 5 became like an action game, like where they mainly focused on like the shooting elements of it. It's gonna be live, but... Oh, fuck. There's one of the mean dudes.
Oh, Schnikels, I forgot to stop streaming. I have tacos. We did rehearsal, and it was good. Even for the song that, like, I literally hadn't ever heard before. Just kind of jammed it. Anybody who's here, oh, thanks for hanging out. We're gonna get a little something tonight. I'm not sure what. I'm not like I should just end it, but we're already going. No, that's fine. We're done with that.
Because the common denominator is the man himself.
Well, always is going to be the man, but it's going to be what. So the other question is, what needs to change at the source? So the source is the man.
Do we go
the source
to
is the man? What needs to change with the man?
Glenn's?
In addressing the problem. So what is the common theme of you met girls, you date girls at bars or clubs or whatever, and you end up getting relationships. What happens with the relationship? They cheat on you, break up. Okay.
From people that did.
The common denominator between those two girls is where you met them, right? The environment. So that's the common denominator there. So what needs to change at the source, the individual, is maybe I should not be meeting or looking for women for relationships at these locations or in this area. Maybe this is not the area that's conducive for me to meet a woman, you know, to take her seriously.
I heard all of
Wobbly, I literally just forgot to. I thought I shut everything down. Yeah, I left. It's my bad. What? Don't be racist about it. Come on, dude.
Well, yes and no. Yes and no. Like
either like the traditional show business or social media show business.
Yeah, there's a lot of
it's
social
like this
media
climber. It's like this social climber mentality. That's what I've been told.
No, it's pretty. That's pretty solid.
I got some super tacos though.
And so it's like that's got to be pretty difficult. You know, I don't know, go to Northern California or something.
Northern California is just as bad.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean,
Like
you got
into
the
the
Bay
woods
Area.
and shit?
It's
No,
just
it's
as
like
bad.
way north, like up into the
Bay
woods.
Area is so horrible.
Not
I
the
mean,
Bay
you might as well
Area,
just go to
like-
Oregon.
Yeah. Close to
But then
Oregon.
Oregon's weird. You know, Portland's very weird.
I sent you some stuff on Discord so you could throw that. That was from this morning when I took him to go to Philmont to hike that 70 miles.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me grab that.
He was getting on a plane.
If
Well, I do
it's,
that, what
if
is-
it's of any value, all of my girls are not American.
Well, my wife is Chinese.
Right. I've got a
What-
Vietnamese girl, a Russian
I've
girl,
actually
an
put
Indian
a,
girl, and a girl from Venezuela.
I've actually put a title to it. It's the Princess Effect. And then when I was in college when I first thought about this, and then I've refined it over the years. But the thing is that all American girls, don't care which generation, for the last 50 years have been told that they are princesses. That
And this
they
is not
deserve
American Girl,
to be.
by the way.
That is
This is Rick
that's
Ryan.
my son. That's my oldest son.
That's your 10-foot tall son.
He's
Yeah.
right. He's
like
just
5'11", 6 foot.
He's
What is this,
just under
Scouts
6
or
foot and
ROTC?
190. And he's 15. Just turned 15 2 weeks ago.
Damn, dude.
I know, right?
And this is today, right? When he was
That
getting
is
ready to
today.
fly out.
That is today. So look at that fucking bag he's got. Look at the other one I sent you.
Yeah,
Hold on, I'm gonna.
What is this uniform for?
He's Boy
Star
Scout.
Wars. Boy Scouts. Yeah,
He's
that's great.
literally a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Scouts are fucking awesome. I miss those days. Scouts were so much fun.
That is a big ass bag. It's a nice rucksack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I purposely, there was a period of my life, it was in my mid-20s, where I grabbed just a bag like that, and all my belongings were in there, and I purposely became homeless. I said, fuck everything. I had no bank account, no phone, no nothing, no cards. I just dealt with cash, that bag, and it was nice weather, so I could like sleep wherever I wanted to. Some friends would put me up whenever, you know, I would shower at the gym, and that was it. You know, it was an interesting period in my life, and you know, very liberating to just let go of everything.
I think a lot of men do this whether they intend to or not. When I was in my 20s, I had a kind of a really shitty start to a career in actually running movie theaters. I don't actually talk about this much, but I started out as running movie theaters. And
See, Grid was in the showbiz.
I didn't really want to do that, but I was pretty good at it, and they kept throwing money at me. And then at one point I was just like, I'm gonna move back across country.